But not everybody will like to throw banter, will like to debunk you. No, you are defaming me. Do you know how many times I've defamed these people? And they keep going underground, attacking us. You don't want to defame me again. You want to take it to you. You did this. Come and prove yourself in court, in the police station, a petition. How did you get this? Where's NMIC? How did they give you how this NI came up? You can ask questions. That's what we are saying. Not alleging somebody and they say, I didn't do it, and that's the end of story. And they don't have a shame. They don't care. They pretend them. Don't fight with him. Just leave him alone. Just be talking on the internet. It's not done. Don't allow them to say, okay, I don't want to reply you. I don't want to do this thing to you. It's one of I didn't do it. Put it to them. Write a petition. How did you get this? Let me come and explain to you. Will I do it? Sorry. If that's the question you want to ask me, I can't. Will I support it? Definitely, capital yes.
Sholake Benita Nika open NGO.
Mr. B, if you will they were going to be long meaning, but I've answered you. If you keep asking me, I'll keep answering you. I can't do it, and I will support anybody who wants to do it. That's all.
Okay, let's hear from Paparano. Paparano, please, we want to hear from you. People say they want to hear from you.
Can you guys please continue? I'm in the midst of something.
But my
Okay.
sorry, please. But my concern is this case is very obvious. But the issue we have here is the police, which is the authority, are compromised a lot. This case is very clear.
This is going to be the voice of one charge and bail lawyer, one of the most ridiculous, unfit persons that were given license to practice as a lawyer in Nigeria, one Kabiru Akigolu. But unfortunately, he is the one speaking on behalf of this woman, a lawyer. Okuru Keton, Otuni Gimu, Oye, is so buruku de man dear. But whatever the case may be, client and lawyer, so listen to him. Now ask yourself this honest question. With all of this, I will explain to you. The woman is still gallivanting. Listen to the lawyer yourself. So you will ask yourself that why in 2025, when Wumi was arrested, for bigger evidence than what you are seeing today, bigger evidence, confession, witness account, they use their mouth to, and they want to promote on, because they saw that we make effort that is serious to get justice. They want and to what to buy a polopodano. Listen to the voice of the lawyer.
Or did she go voluntarily?
Yeah, she went there voluntarily. What happened was that when we heard about the noise being made online by this charlatan who calls himself an activist,
no, you can hear now. Okay, let me listen to you.
We had to go. Are you with me?
Yeah.
By this charlatan who calls himself an activist. Yomi fabiyi, we have to go. Are you with me?
Yeah, we are with you, sir.
Can you see? You know, the beauty of this, maybe I will begin to make sense to all of you. It's not because of my noise on social media that made the police in Abuja to investigate and went to get warrant of arrest for me. We are Saban social mama ye. Now he said he had the noise being made by me. Listen again. Not they were invited. Not that I was doing it underground. Online. And the first reality of life is that editor about Kono mam eat you. There was ripple effect. But if I made the noise online and there is no effort by me to inform the police, get the case to be, properly investigated. Tani Wumi Iferi Lobala Buja. Maybe you people now understand Timbo. Because my people with problem experience waiting on to save this country. You social media, social media. Want to rubbish, want to indoctrinate. And one hour what come and twist your listen from beginning. Kemi parolo social media, but offline. But the evidence is all. Where will this lawyer go? Kilo fẹ́ léwu mi dé pẹ̀tọ́ àfi dípọ́ máa arrest ẹ̀ ẹni tó ti Gallivant pé kò sọ ọ́ tó lè kàn òun. And when I come to say that, before you come, do the right thing so that wọ́n máa word the how make sense wọ́n máa sọ di pé wọ́n competition ṣọ́ dẹ̀ lẹ́pẹ̀ mí ni. Listen from beginning again.
Or did she go voluntarily?
Yeah, she went there voluntarily. What happened was that when we heard about the noise being made online by this charlatan who call himself an activist, Yomi fabiyi, we had to go. Are you with me?
Yeah, we are with you, sir. Right on, sir.
So I have to advise her. We have to now. If she called me and said this noise is getting too much, what do we do? I said no. It's better we go to Abuja. And we went there. Getting to Abuja, I personally say no. We have.
Can you see? She said the noise is getting too much. It's not that we didn't make noise. It's not that we didn't make use of social media. It's not that we downplay the effect of social media. But the message that a lot of people that wants to grow should understand that social media, have I done the right thing offline? So that when the case, the effect of that might not on social media, to have any ripple effect, balance. Where is this? There's something called the foundation or the kind of platform, legitimate platform that your noise will now take full effect on. If not, overtake effect, achieve nitty-gritty. That is why when we speak, I speak on the side of passionate education and the writing, not people twisting or looking for opportunity. No, you don't do that. You don't. Listen to the lawyer. This was in 2025.
Do things properly. I asked her to wait. And I went to Port CID and I introduced myself as a lawyer. I said I had some online rumors that they are looking for my client and there is no formal invitation. Is there any formal invitation that you have extended? He said no. I said why? They were just giving all sorts of excuses and I said there is no excuse you can give and say you don't know where she is. And then she goes out. She goes to school to drop her child every day. Nobody has arrested her and you say you are looking for her. All those narrations are just lies and, have truth. So I now said, well, now I am here. I want to know, why are you looking for her? They said in connection with the death of her husband. I said,
in connection with the death of her husband. Now, this is Force Criminal Investigation Department. That is the Scotland Yard of Nigerian Police. The highest. the highest investigating body in Nigeria. And this man is now deceiving. You could see what went down. They told her in connection with the death of your husband. Listen on, guys. Continue.
Of our husband, the government has set up a panel and they have come to a conclusion that the cause of death was unknown and that there are two pathologists that gave evidence. We have all the record and all that. I brought a copy of the journal. They now say, okay, what do I want? I say, well, if you want to see her, he's ready to come, but I want an evidence that is true that you are looking for her. Give me, let me see an evidence. They said there is none. So there and then, they issued a notice of invitation in my name, directed to me, Fabiyi as her lawyer, that they need.
Now, if you are on TikTok, I want to upload the warrant of arrest that is showing that Wunmi, as there is an order from a judge that Wunmi should be brought into Abuja for prosecution, and that she is being needed for investigation surrounding murder, theft, criminal conspiracy, concealment of evidence. And this liar of a lawyer, they are all working with Baba Mohbad, deceiving the public, now stating that I want to do the invitation letter. Where would they send invitation to me? The last address she gave, even in the police document, was where 6 about Iloro phase 6, Royal Pine Estate. That was the address she gave down. Nobody knows where she's living. I want to pull out the invitation. But let me send this one first. If you're on TikTok, I'll push a warrant of arrest. Before police can go to court to get warrant of arrest on you. And when they are going to get the warrant of arrest and they state what they are investigating you with, let me share this so that you guys can see. So if you're on TikTok, I don't know, I can't be able to push it on this thing. Mama, it goes on Instagram. I might be doing it on Instagram. Gbogbo ẹ̀ máa ara máa ran bọ́ǹbù lọ́wọ́ náà ni, ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò ní jẹ́ gbégbá bòmí, ẹ lè rí eléyìí gbégbá bo ibòmí. Ẹ lè rí gbégbá bòmí. So let me push it out. Push it out. So let me push it out. Now, ask yourself, ṣé wọ́n kọ́ dédé conclude pé wọ́n fẹ́ ọmọ fún mọ́dà? Tọ́ba ní kókó wá sọ ọ̀rọ̀ pé kókó wá sọ tẹnu ẹ̀. If they just need her to come and tell, why would they get a warrant of arrest in advance? And then they said they are investigating her for murder, criminal conspiracy, intimidation, and concealment of evidence. Now, if this case has gotten to this advanced level, our collective voice should be arrest, or what is going on with this case? Charge the case to court. Because there must be, is that there is a witness, or there is an evidence, or there is a direct confession. And either of the three are useful in getting justice from Mohbad. Police will never go to court and conclude. Investigation on Koloma lead the sea. On the death of your husband alone, as this lawyer told you guys, you would think maybe, okay, maybe they just want to ask her a question. What about the theft tó wà ní warrant of arrest Wunmi bí? What about the concealment of evidence tó wà ní warrant bí? Before she even surfaced, go and check the date. Ẹ wò now, ẹ wò date tó lọ gbà. The 9th date of September 2025. Ẹ jọ ṣó kọjá date tó kọjá àgbà tí mo dé láti UK. I rushed back when they said, okay, the case is active. I flew in and arrived Nigeria August 28th, or 29. You all saw the video. If you want me to bring the video, I'll come and show you now. Give me a few seconds. Am I going to Can I marry a couple?
To invite him to see her so that she can clarify some things to further their investigation. Because I asked them, is she the only one you are looking at? They said there are a lot of other people that they are just trying to do, normal investigative work by police. And there are many of them, up to 8 or thereabouts. So they gave me the invitation, and I told them, don't worry, she's a law-abiding citizen. She has nothing to hide. She has no hand in there. So she's also interested in the...
Shetibo, about what? About 8. Now ask yourself, Ejo, I will be the case. Can you see where we are in Mohbad's investigation? So when these terrible criminals try to play a fast one on us, and they found a way to ensure that she was granted bail, and they want to silence me. We made noise on social media. It had effect. The real people that case is concerned with one more than I pay Coco Bang. Bro, I want me to look back in here.
Yeah, she went there voluntarily.
Sorry.
She goes to school to drop her child every day. No, that I brought a copy of the journal. They now say, okay, what do I want? I say, well, if you want to see her, he's ready to come, but I want an evidence that is true that you are looking for her. Give me, let me see an evidence. They said there is none. So there and then, the issue they...
Can you imagine? That's why you have to be careful with people on social media. Whether anybody say, I am this, I am lawyer, I am doctor, and hey, go, police are investigating murder case. They are ready to arrest your client, wherever they find her. And then you left Lagos to Abuja with the same client. The same, now, one of the Dogos, which is not even the real stuff. You are now telling as a lawyer, even if you are ganifying me, you will tell investigator that let me see the evidence why you want her. Police will now say, I will show you. Is it possible, Nigerians? And you're sure possible. Oh, and your comment show possible, show make any sense. Táwọn olóyè bá ti jẹ́ dodo ó ti jẹ́ ọjọ́ ọ̀la ẹ̀ kò wọ plane rí Wùnmí ló ṣe ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì fún tó wọ plane lọ sí Abuja, and this man is deceiving Nigerians. Ibi tàbá iṣẹ́ yẹn dé. Now ask yourself, ṣé gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń pariwo sí tí ó fi lè mú iṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá tó dé advanced level yìí, ṣé ibi tàwa ń sìn ilẹ̀ rò pa wá ni? Ṣé kéèsì ò ti kọjá gbogbo ẹ̀ tó fi lè involve ilé tó fi lè mú Wunmi for 2 years was never arrested for everything they've done in Lagos State. Do you think it was a child's play? It was both social media and offline struggle. Papa, the persistence and follow up offline ló jẹ́ ká defeat the case irọ́ tí wọ́n ti gbélé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. It was the persistency. Justice for Mohbad sílẹ̀. The time they left justice for Mohbad, the case and the old script of injustice was very much active in Lagos. Bí wọ́n ṣe máa tan gbogbo public, bọ́n ṣe máa da gbogbo case Mohbad rú, tí bàbá Mohbad àti ìyá Mohbad tí wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú àwọn tó pa Mohbad, tí ò sí kankan làwọn ẹlòmíì ti fi justice yẹn sílẹ̀. To now force the ship of injustice against an entire state command police. Kíkẹ́sì Mohbad tó lè débi tó délé ni, so we had to face nothing less than 2 to 3 commissioner of police, because injustice and corruption was fighting back heavily. It needs the sacrifice of people to stand and face it. Our face here, now that they've arrested this person, and you kò sórí nǹkan gidi, ìdí àbòsí. Wumi is on bail. She's been investigated for murder. We need more noise. Good. But anybody to ban anything, you must establish it with the authority. Stop deceiving the young generation to think that justice and the court and the police and the investigators are on social media. Social media is good to escalate, to draw attention to a matter. Entertainment on social media, they will be messing it up and making it look like that is the only route. Only correct me, Mr. Yomi, but Mr. Yomi, now only court and writing petition I to do. Not be only one you go do. If you want this case to go really make sense, you go shout on social media. That is if I am not on social media. If I motion case Mohbad lawyer me on social media can pariwo. He can advise me, because it will make them not to want to sweep it under the carpet. So if any other person is just speaking on social media and you are not Timi Bashe àlàyé tó simple lele. Ìgbà tí lawyer bá sọ àti Wunmi on ariwo tapa tí mo pa pẹ̀lú zomo gbogbo ẹ̀ lórí social media. Òun ló jẹ́ kó bọ́tà. Gbogbo àwọn kò sẹ́ni tí tẹ́ ń sọ gbogbo ọlọ́ ti pariwo lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad. Wunmi ò dá anybody lóhùn. Wunmi ò bọ́tà ṣe anything kò tiẹ̀ bọ́tà kò fèsì kò ní dárúkọ wọn. Kò tí ọlọ́pàá ò tiẹ̀ súnmọ́ rárá. Ẹ fẹ́ fún ju báyìí lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà. But Taba sọ pé this is kò yẹ pé èèyàn I can't be in competition with anybody. Torí to me ó jìnnà síra wọn. Gédégbé. Tí máa bọ́ta tí máa decide pé ẹlòmí lè pariwo ẹ̀mọ èèyàn tó ń bú video sí tó ń criticize ẹ̀ kò ní jẹ lọ. Ṣé kí n kàn ṣe fídíò kakọ̀ test run wò kí n kàn ṣe fídíò normal video kí n dé attack ẹ̀ lórí nǹkan tó ṣe kí wọ́n wíyà ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì àṣírí wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé nǹkan kì í ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ràgó. Ṣùgbọ́n náà ní jẹ́ ń ṣerú ẹ̀. The only thing I can do is to nudge and let people know that kéèsì ti kúrò bí tó wà. This is where we should be hammering our stuffs. Let me continue playing the lawyer stuff before this particular Dogbejade.
Notice of invitation in my name directed to me, Fabiyi as a lawyer, that they need to invite, they need to see her.
So nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ náà lọ́ọ̀yà wo lélẹ̀ tó ká lólo bí ìgbà tó ti ní gbóná bọ̀ fúnra ẹ̀ ṣé lọ́ọ̀yà làwọn ilé àbíkọ́ lọ́hùn àbí kékun bá jẹlé àwọn àṣà jẹun abẹ́rẹ́ bó ṣe ń rìndì ọlọ́mọ kí wọ́n máa sọ náà wọ́ lọ́hùn ẹ wòran ẹ gbọ́ dára again.
An evidence, they said there is none. So there and then they issued a notice of invitation in my name directed to me, Fabiyi as
kò lórúkọ gidi o ẹjọ ṣẹmọ ilé láàrin àwọn lọ́yà ẹjọ in my name gbogbo ẹmọ agbẹ́fẹ̀ tó máa wípé òun lórúkọ.
lawyer that they need to see her so that she can clarify some things to further their investigation. Because I asked them, is she the only one you are looking at? They said there are a lot of other people that they are just trying to do, normal investigative work by police. And there are many of them, up to 8 or thereabouts. So they gave me the invitation, and I told them, don't worry, she's a law-abiding citizen. She has nothing to hide. She has no hand in jail. So she's also interested in the cause of death of her husband. The police said the only thing they are interested in is justice. I said, okay, fine. So I took the invitation, and in less than 1 hour or 2 hours, I brought her. We got to the first CID around 4 p.m. on Thursday, and
the right message they should have been passing to him is that in spite of all you have in your hand, do you know that police have advanced to this stage? That is when any justice seeker will say, the Nigerian police should now tell us, is it the way that they cover it up in Lagos? Is that not what is? Why is Wumi not in court? If the police can establish that they have reason to investigate Wumi for murder, theft, based on the directive of the presidency, and this particular warrant of arrest was not obtained based on ESA, I am telling you on my honor, these police officers, they came to Lagos. They first and foremost collected all the case file that they did in Lagos. They duplicated it. The directive was to harmonize everything. Then go and prosecute. Don't use Lagos State to prosecute, because Lagos State is already compromised. Now, by the time they did that, they questioned, they went to places, Kuramed Hospital, Perez Hospital, they spoke to individuals, they spoke to all of these people. Some of these people were invited down to Abuja. Narabali Samilari won't know Abuja. Comfort and Soba won't know Abuja. At the end of the day, some of these people are running away. Running at Skater. Wumi only visible address. Adura, same address. Lolo. Ile Mobadi totally empty in Wolo. One Sakiri. Peluya Mobadi, one Sakakiri. I did everything I can to smoke the address out. Estate by anymore get this exact address, I couldn't get it. The Damola, we went to Ipokia. 6 detectives went to Ipokia outside Lagos State. They spent 6 days. Break the Silence Foundation paid for the transportation, logistics, feeding, accommodation. Zomo, I told you people from Lekki, Odiero, Port Harcourt, the stuff we're looking for him, and it tracked him down. Let him get out to the Port Harcourt. Before we eventually arrested Adura, Damola, and King White, Nioba. And when they tried to still mess it up, don't forget the same Baba Mohbad was the one that came to Zone 2. Nobody to make sure Baba was invited as part of the investigation, but by the time he showed up, the story changed. I went to Alagbon before I could come back. They said the former Inspector General of Police, Kayo Degbetokun, ordered that they should transfer the case back to Panti, where Wumi was evading arrest. She didn't honor the invitation in Zone 2. We went back to Panti. Right before me, everything well documented. The detective said at this point, I don't know, Paromena, the only person that was trying to act smart was Damola. Previously, he confirmed that yes, the video is in the phone with the Special Squad 1, Commissioner of Police Office in Lagos. When he realized that the head of that team, Supo Ibrahim and Supo Gafal, both of them looked at my face and said, at this point, you stated it. We are going to go and pick up the phone. I said, Then the lawyer gave the Damola signal. He said, sir, I want to speak. I said, what happened? He said, before I was arrested in Ogombo, I had deleted the evidence. As a justice fighter on the front line, I know the veracity and what is like so for me no mo pe ohun tí àdúrà ṣàlàyé ohun ló wà ní video yẹn. I saw how they spent money, everything to protect that video. Money, what are you talking about? And the officer said, you are stating that you deleted the video, but why did you tell us that the video is in the phone with our command, Commissioner of Police Office, SS Squad 1? He said, because I was scared. Mobile, look at what these people are doing to me here again. You deleted evidence. He said, Super Gafar, SP Ibrahim, he claimed in your front that he deleted a homicide evidence. Said, he said it by himself and you heard him. But young man, do you know the implication of what you have just said? And the lawyer, the lady woman was like, said, again, he has said his own. Said, Adura that has the video. What's going to happen? Said, both of them will have to go and write a statement that he will need to upgrade his own statement. And he must write it that he deleted the evidence. I said, it doesn't stop you from getting the video. He said, yes, of course. Now, they'll work on everything, that they will invite Yomi and Zomo to come in. Nigerians, don't be deceived though. That Zomo, who is a soldier, a friend to Mohbad, is part of those that killed Mohbad. I know what I am saying. Yomi, if Iyabo Ojo does not know this truth, I am saying it for you to hear now. Mi ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàhálà tèmi lórí ọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad yìí, because nǹkan burúkú tẹ̀ ń plan pẹ̀lú kíní yẹn. I don't know who you guys are. I will not accept it. Lè bàjọba ìjẹ́ o. You can't use Mohbad's case to put the lives of innocent police officers into risk. I will fight with my last. Gbogbo orí burúkú tẹ̀ ṣe, it will not happen. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣíṣẹ̀ntẹ̀lé, but I have done the right thing. I've escalated it. The police, you know what it is there. You know, and as we speak now, Wunmi is already an advanced suspect in Mohbad's case. You guys can join online to make noise on it, but it's important for you to know what you are making noise on and make noise on the real status of the case, so that ní tún dá gbogbo ẹ̀rú. Èmi ò ní gbà o. Bá lọ gbé Jésù wá lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó bá ti tẹ̀lé full justice for Mohbad, a máa jọ ní problem. Ẹni tó bá lówó tí ó ẹrù, mo fi Ọlọ́run búra, wọn bá ta lé ẹ̀ ló mú o. Lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára yìí, tí n bá ṣì ń kín, wọ́n á mọ̀ pé mò ń kín. But time yìí ò tí tó. Now, mo fẹ́ wá kíní ẹ̀ jáde. Ẹni tó bá rí lẹ́tà Wunmi ẹ bá mi send invitation kẹ́ wo nǹkan tó send sí, tí lọ́ọ̀yà lóun lọ mú wá. There is no way I will escalate the matter on social media. I will only be speaking of Wunmi push Mohbad alone. Wunmi push Mohbad, Adura said it. But when I escalated it to the police, by the time they investigated, they saw everything: murder, theft, criminal conspiracy, and concealment of evidence. That is why I am saying that anybody to ban evidence in law, in as much as social media is good, because you are the one that can pursue it, you will only stand, is my evidence. I am the one pursuing it. That is when the police would be scared to pursue it, and because ní yọ kokuro. Again, why invitation yẹn kí invitation Wunmi yẹn tí lawyer olórí burúkú yẹn tó ń tọ́ ìpè kìíní kan. Àwọn lawyer àgbákò. ẹni tó bá ní kí ni lẹ́tà òun mi invitation ẹ̀ bá mi send ẹjọ́ kò easy àti máa ṣe show kó máa tún wá ẹ máa wá evidence kiri báyìí.
Went to the interrogation section. We met with the commissioner of police. The police did a wonderful job professionally. There is a DIG involved, there is a commissioner of police involved, there is a deputy commissioner assistant. All of them are working as a team to ensure that justice is done. So it's different from the narration on the social media that Yomi is trying to paint that, oh, as if he owns Nigeria police. Nigeria police is not a dummy. They are professional. And they ask her questions, she made statements, she put them down, and the police was very professional. You know, she put down her statement, and I think she wrote statement for about 1 hour or thereabout.
Oh, she 1 hour, only running mine. Oh, we can't careful be 1 hour plus. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni hours tó fi ké. Kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kọ statement, kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí drill. Bọ́bí o kàn ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ èèyàn mi ìráyè gbogbo ìkan bẹ́yẹn. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ kan pa èyí ó kàn bí èmi nú. Wàá jórí ahun tó mọ̀ kúwọ̀ ló pa èèyàn. Ó wá dé Abuja ní force headquarters. Torí pé wọ́n gbé fáìlì fún ẹ̀ orí presidency federal government níbẹ̀. Wàá máa lóò kọ statement ń kọ òyìnbó. Army tó ti drill pagan kò ní wà condition yẹn kó máa ṣe báyìí. Ó máa làágùn bọ̀lọ̀. Ọ̀n bí ẹ̀dá. Ẹ máa wọn tó wà mẹ́rin bọ́ ṣe ga tó ṣe ní sọ̀fọ̀nà eléyìí kan parọ́ òun nìkan tó ṣe lọ́yẹ̀ eléyìí tó yẹ pé ẹ wo àwọn lọ́yẹ̀ eléyìí kan lọ sí police station lásán wọ́n máa lé wọn bọ́ta ni wèrè tó ń lẹ́nu yìí lọ́yà tó ń lẹ́nu yìí kò sí láwọn lọ́yà gidi because àwọn lọ́yà tó máa ń jẹ owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìjẹkújẹ. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell, you people should understand the standpoint. It is not just about escalating the matter on social media. Is the fact that ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ dé dúró tó máa move through justice wà bá Mohbad ibẹ̀ kọ́ ló fẹ́ kí wọ́n fẹ́ fi the current stuff tied tó fẹ́ fi gbé lọ. They will only make you think that is it because to actually get that real justice pẹ̀lú influence tó bá wà unless anybody tó bá claim kó o ní àwọn tó pass information ìfẹ́ ní tọ́kù wọ́n mọ bí tí kéèsì wà pé ó ti le ju bíi lọ and they know that if they should give VDM the true status or bóyá òun náà ń dọ́gbọ́n parí ẹ̀ because of Naira Marley's similarity. If it is important to say we want the full justice for Mohbad and anybody that wants the true justice will be demanding that the full video that emanated from the direct witness should be brought out. Kò sí bí ọlọ́pàá ṣe fẹ́ máa gbọ́ tó ní ṣe fún forensic torí pé tó bá sọ pé kìíní kan you ask them to do phone forensic only don't tell us how we're going to do our job now. But in this instance the evidence that is available is on the phone somewhere, so it's compulsory that they must do a forensic on the phone of Adura most importantly. But if anybody is dodging it tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́bẹ̀ wọn ò ní ṣe tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ lo pé ẹ fẹ́ lo loud noise kẹfì diverse ìgbéríkan ibi tẹfẹ èmi ò wá any justice tó kọ́ máa sọ pé okay ọmọ ìyẹn kọ́ I'm not looking for selective justice because tọ́wọ́ fi dídà Naira Marley ni kọ́ṣà àti kọ́ tó máa kọ́ òun mi má gbélébù kọ́ṣà kọ́ má gbélébù kéèsì Mohbad yẹn tẹ̀ lọ tọ́wọ́ fi dídà Sam Larry nǹkan tó fẹ́ nìyẹn tọ́wọ́ fi dídà Zobu nǹkan tó kọ̀ fẹ́ nìyẹn òun mi yẹn ṣàfẹ́sà wọn yẹn. But we all know pé gbogbo agbára tí wọ́n ń lò tó fi ń block kéèsì ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe agbára òun mi yẹn nìkan. Bàbá Mohbad mọ̀ ó màlè ó mọ̀ gbogbo kurube tọ́jú yẹn gbogbo power tí yẹn ń lò yẹn ó mọ̀ akata bàbá Mohbad ni wọ́n ti wá ju oògùn sí ojú olórí Mohbad. When Mohbad was being buried on the 13th of September 2023 Mohbad's elder sister Blessing Alonge ni Aloba ọmọ mi Cynthia Adebanjo were equally throwing jazz on the casket of Mohbad why it is being lowered, and they deny the public the right information of how Mohbad is going to be buried. That's why there was no obituary, there was no detailed information, so that the media could be there, because they know that if all the medias and bloggers are there, the cameras will capture, they won't be able to throw the jazz, and they needed to do it. Because Mohbad had already taken Naira Marley to court. Mohbad had unofficially took money from a particular portal. Mohbad already brought up a music to dish Naira Marley. Ṣèbá àjọ ṣe Malians ni wọ́n fẹ́ máa corner mi, wọ́n fẹ́ máa border mi, kò bọ́ Olúwa cover mi, wọ́n pe daddy mi, wọ́n fẹ́ máa they've threatened the parents already. And he now went further in that track and said, dollar mo rise, why is Naira going down? Naira ló máa ń pe Naira Marley in the industry. Tẹ́mi gan bá rí gan sójú mi lè pe ní Naira Marley. Naira, come make I follow you talk. Àwọn bíi tí Mohbad, those are the things, and one of the things, some of the things that he did, tọ́fin nọ káàkiri. Gbogbo ìgbà tó bó lára tó nà tí gbogbo ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀bó yẹn, ṣé kò sí witness kankan ni tó sọ pé ibi báyìí ló ti nà àwọn tó nà rè. So if those are the reasons why he's been killed, Wunmi dẹ̀ jẹ́ lára wọn. In one of the videos, Mohbad sọ pé Cynthia náà wà lára wọn. Ó ti sọ gbogbo yín ẹ̀kọ́ bí ara sí ni. And the same Cynthia decided to deny the public that she fought Mohbad after they left Ikorodu show. Not until when the driver said, you were fighting Mohbad in the car, you strangulated him, his chain broke up, and then you were saying terrible provocative words that could incite violence. All those things are criminal offense. They fall under domestic violence. And then said 3 a.m. after they got to the house, he had already been sleeping in the car in front of their gates. They got to the house around 12 to 1. And then he had to use his car to block their gates because he wanted them to pay. And the reality is, Emma was surprised. Glass tó fọ́ yẹn, ó lè jẹ́ bá tí wọ́n ń jà lọ lójú ọ̀nà ni glass yẹn fọ́, because I can tell you for free on my honor, glass yẹn ò lè fọ́ ní inú show nínú Kòròdú kí Cubana chief priest gbogbo yẹn kọ́ má rí, kí gbogbo security má rí. And at that point, they would have paid the driver, because the show organizers will see it as their responsibility. Because Mohbad artist wọ́n ló fọ́ glass, ó dẹ̀ lọ rent mọ́tò ni. It will be in the statement. Show me, go and if you see the entire case file, none of those people tó jẹ́ pé Esther yàtọ̀ sáwọn criminals tó wà nílé pẹ̀lú Mohbad, none of them wrote that the glass broke in that show. You will be surprised that the glass broke nínú ìjà tí Mohbad àti Wunmi ń jà lọ́nu mọ́tò, inú ìjà tó ń jà ẹ̀ wọ́n ti kọlu glass ẹ̀ ló ti fọ́. So the driver had to wait. You will give him money for the glass, so, and he parked. Nobody was thinking in this direction. So they have to look for who would they pin it to. Talon argument pẹ̀lú ní Ikorodu show. Wọ́n ní prime boy ni wọ́n ṣe ẹgbẹ́ lórí ẹ̀ pé ibi tó ti ń bàjá tó ti gbá glass ẹ̀ ló fọ́, and the guy is saying èmi ò rí ibi tí glass kankan ti fọ́. Cause glass ò lè fọ́ nínú show with Mohbad kó gba ariwo ní videos máa lọ ẹ̀rí video yẹn ẹ̀rí video. The reason why you don't see the video is because only the people with him, àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú ẹnìkan tọ́dẹ̀ wà nù rọ́tọ́ pa conspiracy yẹn, àwọn nìkan ni wọ́n wà ní gbogbo ẹ̀, àwọn ni wọ́n hide gbogbo nǹkan tó wà lẹ̀. Because the real incident tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ lójú externals, they would record audio. Àwọn tó wà ní video lọ́wọ́ làwọn tó wà nulẹ̀ yẹn. I saw a video somebody sent recently. I don't know if it's online too. Somebody took the video of when they were taking Mohbad out of the house. Hariloko. So please, Nigerians, any new evidence now, the best thing to do, I'm not saying we should not escalate it on social media, but the right thing to do is to copy the evidence to the Office of Inspector General of Police. He will minute it to the appropriate department that will reinvestigate Mohbad's case in Abuja. That will complete it. Any new evidence we had to what is on ground. So it is not that they just want to arrest Wunmi or that they will be reinvestigating the case. No, we have gone to court. We are only waiting for the judgment because we've gone through the hearing and trial, and we are waiting for the judgment to order the police to now reinvestigate. Wherever stage the case is now, is still okay. Any evidence now should immediately, but in most cases, ẹni tó bá ní lọ́wọ́ direct ló lè pursue. Somebody like VDM, if he should write with those evidence, his angle, and write to them, the police will take it seriously and will even draw out more evidence or more standpoint or more facts that will pin these people convincingly before the judge. Because it is not just about going to court, it is about proving your case beyond reasonable doubt. But if there's anything, we're not stopping by, we're not toning down on Monwa. Come on, look, Guni. Mo fẹ́ gbé ilé ìjáde fún yín kẹrin náà. Àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ̀tọ̀ tí ò yẹ kí yàn tí lè gbé jáde. Ẹ máa play kẹ́ máa gbọ́ kínní lọ ẹ gbọ́.
And they ask some other questions that, okay, they are looking for some other people, whether we could help them to find them and trace them. And I told them that no.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I think that one there.
Ṣé láwọn ẹni bí wọn fẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ síta? Ẹ jẹ́ ká invitation yẹn fún yín. This was on the 7th of November or thereabout. Police invitation. It was addressed to Barrister Kabiru Akibolu, 21 Alaja Koforola Crescent off Awolowo Way, Ikeja. Wọ́n máa tẹ̀lé jáde díẹ̀ ní ọ́fíìsì Ikeja. Bóyá ń ṣe ọ́fíìsì pẹ̀lú yàn kò lè lo lọ́yẹ̀ lè lo full flat kò lè lo. The above is under investigation. Okay. Criminal conspiracy, murder and theft. That is the invitation letter given to lawyer to go and give Wunmi, since he needs a copy to Sakama himself. He said the above is under investigation in the office in which Omomi Cynthia Aloba, your client, is being alleged of complicity. Can you guys hear? She is being alleged of complicity. In the letter given to her with the reference number that ends with 340 on the 6th of November 2025, Nigerians listen again. When the lawyer took Wunmi to Abuja after we made the right noise on social media, but before the noise on social media, we have every evidence we had then, we have already escalated it to the police, to the law enforcement, and they investigated, prepared, they have their reports available, and then they went to obtain a warrant of arrest to arrest her. But because she's working with some terrible criminals and she is nowhere to be found, eventually she said they had the noise that we made on social media. All of us, not just me, justice seekers like myself. And then she needs to turn herself in. She now said, I will not just be shouting or be making noise and ultimately pé mo ti gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tó right offline. and knowing fully well that at this point, no hiding place, she turned herself in. She bought ticket for herself, for her lawyer, and whatever, everything, access luggage. Actually, no, be almost 1 point something million on her ticket law. You can imagine she didn't get invitation. We didn't come out, but she said she went on her own. That means our noise online was quite impactful. They now got there. That was when this lawyer said, I now asked for, why are you looking for her? Can you show me evidence? They now gave him this invitation saying, this is police invitation, criminal conspiracy, murder, and theft. Now the question you ask yourself is this: if the only evidence available then with us was just the shot from Adura, I have a video of a fight between Cynthia and my brother. Begin to connect the dots. That was why she's trying to bribe Adura by saying, I know Mohbad is pursuing these billions. You benefit, don't expose me. She now said, the police now said the invitation, they now gave the invitation, criminal conspiracy, murder, and theft. If the evidence with us only, which was Adra saying, I have the video of a fight between Cynthia and my brother. The video had where she pushed my brother and he knocked the head on the floor. That was what we pursued. And all the things that police commissioner in Lagos, the two commissioner of police, the former AIG Zone 2, the party, everything they did was what we reported to the president with core evidence. And they saw everything in the bundle, everything, the video, everything. They said, okay, go and reinvestigate. Police now reinvestigated. If we didn't take the right step offline, how would the police know that Yomi is to be investigated for theft, for criminal conspiracy and intimidation, as well as murder and concealment of evidence? I didn't even know she concealed anything. I have no, in the shots Adura gave to me, we don't know. But because we applied common sense, why we appreciate and utilize social media, everything now worked together. By the time we now began our noise online, she did not respond to me directly immediately. She knew she needs to go to where her case is domiciled. And then she met, and the beautiful thing is that a statement has been obtained. She's on bail. When they arrest the remaining 5 suspects, come back, or they go and pick her anywhere. But come today, come second day. So party you, they will send signal, they will look for her. Lawyer ti di eda bi di golebe lawyer Kabiru yi. Òun ló máa kọ́ wondi. Tó bá ti lọ, oya, where is the girl? Amu wọn lọ bá bi tó wà. Tó bá bàbá lábẹ́ oko, wọ́n máa fẹ́ pọn yọ. Wọ́n á ṣàṣírù mọ́tò. Ó di ibi tó ti fẹ́ lọ ṣẹjọ́. Ibi tó yẹ ká máa fi ṣan sí nìyẹn. You can now see that OT advance ju ibi tá wà yìí lọ. Despite the fact pé ibi tá wà yìí tí kéèsì wà ń sìn, ó strong gan ju ń taṣẹ̀ rí sí o. But the same people that want to water down the effort here, wọ́n fẹ́ promote ibi tá wà ń sìn. Ṣe ni pé wọ́n fẹ́ máa káwọ́ àkàsẹ́yìn just because they always try to involve themselves in such a matter. You know, it's wrong. Stop seeing individuals in a case. If I speak, I will speak from the place of pain, because àwọn people in your face, facing the father of this boy, facing the wife, facing the younger brother, facing the friends, facing their agents on TikTok online. It's not an easy task. And then facing their real law enforcement agents, to face the people in government, entire Lagos state system. Kí ọ̀n tó lè face a redirect case. Iṣẹ́ tó yan ọ̀yẹ́ ní iṣẹ́ gangan. And we are so close. Oku few steps in 3, 4, 5 weeks. Ọmọ adájọ́ sí mi ò tiẹ̀ bá gbé. I'm not talking about glory. Tọ́ba adájọ́ ọlọ́pàá rí pé ó ti bọ́ presidency ti pàṣẹ. Corona ti sọ̀rọ̀, George náà ti pàṣẹ, kí ló kù? Ṣé màá fi IG tèmi wọlé ni? Ariwo ta nídìí sí nìyẹn. But anybody tó bá ní anything, if you don't want me to see that you are trying to clean up this, just focus on this. Leave the rest, just use your influence, write a strong petition that this is what came to me, Timorio. Please look into it. Police will now investigate again. It might lead us to arrest of more people and would make the case to be stronger. More people, more noise is good. But when we are trying to pick up this kind of advice, so that in case the person can hear, some people will want to twist your words. They want to create unnecessary drama because they are not doing. Instead of them to preach synergy, they will preach separation of powers, and they will think they are intelligent, they are brilliant, because meanwhile there are some certain level of criticism or correction that people like us will take in good faith. Paparano ti sọ̀rọ̀ to advice lórí page here. It looks like it's criticism, but more important, I will take it. It's about he is derailing. Stop misinforming the public. You don't know what is going on offline. Listen up and let me tell you, you are just, he's human. But not that I will say, it's okay to force one to suspect. What is the motive? And when you put up the correction, so if I am speaking, I want somebody to know that I can tell you for free in 3-4 days, Yomi is in court without even touching this or basic court. And the police never came to argue against us. Apologize. Did they tell you police were there to argue? It's still a motion as party. The substantive hearing will still come up. Police will tell you why they shouldn't go and apologize. Why the case, I still want to argue. But in advance, the judgment, okay, go and apologize. But if you don't want to go and apologize, I adjourn the case to so time. Come and tell me why you don't want to go and apologize. The same criminal way, this lawyer Kabiru Akibolu and Wumi went to court in Ogba. They said a judge ordered that me, Baba Mohbad, Bukky Jesse, that we should stop mentioning Wumi's name. I never left Lagos, I never left Nigeria. I was mentioning her name now. Sheru Wumi ele Baba Safu. I went to that court, that same court. I will let her. Mo apply. I want to see. Mo fẹ́ application. Mo fẹ́ say. Ta ló gbé case wa. Gbogbo ẹlẹ́bọ tó wọlé bá mi pò yìí. This woman confessed to one Temi here on the 26th of October 2024. Sister, I am scared that the truth will come out. The Temi said, don't worry, we are going to continue to drag one platform. He said, I regret pushing my husband. He said, don't worry, my dear, we will always continue to drag them, especially the other platform and Paparano. He said, but don't forget to send me the money so I can give it to Arifa. That is one of their criminal agents. And then he said, Karimo will handle Arifa. Public said, oh my dear, be careful. Only sister, if the truth comes out, my life is finished. Said, don't worry, I will manage everything. The Omomina said, thank you, sister. I don't know what I would do without you. You know, continue to obstruct justice. So by Japan will be Mubadi at our to put a lorry, don't you balabala. So one man molara, time with him bo. O call Ojulo come akpesi. To ba je pe bi ala pe tori pe won mo let's talk to those people. Àwọn to people only get backbone there. Don't fund there. Àwọn ẹ̀yin ló ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí. If they are not working on people like you, you know let's block nǹkan tẹ́mi ṣe. I don't with or without social media, you penetrate and make the work done. Nti mo ṣí díẹ̀ kúrò látẹ̀kù. Mo ṣí ní di kúrò láti Èkó pẹ̀lú lọ́ọ̀yà abirùn tó ní. Kéèyàn kan máa pé máa ha ọ̀ nípọ̀ nígbọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láìpẹ́ again. Ẹ jẹ́ kí mi gbà máa ebi ò ń ṣe nǹkan lórí torí èmi fẹ́ máa ṣe kanlẹ̀ ni. But I always have an end game. No matter who you are, if you are on top of an advocacy and you don't have an end game, and what are the things you want to achieve with them? Are you dealing with a reasonable activist or an advocate? To at least I want to achieve. I want the victim to get justice. I want the victim to be compensated. I want the perpetrators to be apprehended. I want them to be convicted for their crimes. I want adjustment into the state laws. To achieve for victim to be released alone. And you have about 4 key things to achieve. That is bad. You need some steps to achieve the remaining 4. If you don't do that, you have failed without advocacy. That's the message that we have to preach to the young people. That if you want to dabble into a case, don't be social media carried away. Anybody can sit in front of a camera and call anybody out. If you don't have strong backing, or if you don't do that, it might go against you. It might be untouchable. But if that's where you want to end, you might not achieve, reasonable and logical, end results to your advocacy. It makes sense. That's why I'm going to be appealing to anybody. If you are going to be fighting a case, to make sense in front of key institutions across the globe, the key human rights organizations and countries, they must see you to be meticulous. That you do not just use social media alone. It's a quick advantage for anybody. But when they see that you are going to go deeper, offline, when people are quiet, when they thought you are no longer fighting about it, that's why people thought Boba's case is no longer active. Because people believe it's only when the case is current on social media. Meanwhile, the same people, they bought you or say, after 2 weeks, you want to hear another gist. And you want to rely the bedrock of justice on that. No. Raise the society team, but raise people that want to claim they are fighting for justice to know that while you are with social media, you must create a structure offline that will always pursue cases to the logical end. That is when the country will start getting better. If not, we will think we are getting there, we will think people are speaking up, but at the end of the day, nothing has been achieved because people don't follow up. People only talk, and that's the message I'm preaching. Mo follow my brother, I'm distinct, mo dayato. I'm not on it or water. Mo dayato, but I can synergize with anybody and it becomes more extra. I get extra power. Extra power. I am working with the Nigerian public. Because biggest son, all the go. I'm a son, it's only penetrated. They be presidency, they be penetrated. I'm a son, it's only move case, Bobadi and Pro Leku. They become at the arrest him. I'm only 10 million followers on social media. Ko le move me crow inu yare de come step with her. Ko ni move through my media round. I just come up in time by ko shere. Wọ́n ti jáde wọ́n ná millions upon millions kó máa parọ́ kiri gbogbo TV station ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ò dẹ̀ jọra wọn. That is what they call pressure. Because when the pressure gets the public to talk about it and the person involved kò kúrò lójú kan kí wá ní impact. The impact must be felt by the person tó ní ọ̀rọ̀ ìyẹn ló wà wọn kó jáde. But when you make noise ẹni tó pariwo lé lórí ó sì wà níbi tó wà kò ṣí di kúrò. That's when you start rearranging your philosophy and understand what is social media. So I nearly boldly bought her so that Yomi is a suspect in the death and the killing of Mohbad. And she is under investigation with the police. Call up about her. Adura is a suspect. Investigation in Lagos State. The only 2 persons they picked in Lagos was just spending a nurse. And nurse here, I'm telling you on my honor, na Bobo. Bobo she package nurse here, we work with roll on your pa. Just the way they always look for 4 person. they will pick somebody to come and take fall for a criminal. That's the same way they helped Wumi to get the nurse. And the person that helped her is Sadiq Ayobami, otherwise known as Spending. To engage the service of a fake nurse to come and take the fall. But where any Mohbad is Idake? Àti bàbá Mohbad àti wọ́n ti gbé yín lọ́bẹ̀ náà. Wọ́n ti gbé ogbó yín lọ́bẹ̀. Ṣé wọn ní access video kan sọ ogbó yẹn fún ni? Ṣé òun fúnra ẹ̀ go mọ̀ pé nurse is a fake person? It takes a whole lot to make sure we get to this level, and that is what everybody should be speaking. They should complete the investigation they started in Abuja. But whatever the case may be, we can continue the noise. But when we get the mandamus, they will. We should demand, where is the full video? Bring the full video of Adura's phone. Because that is the only no solve. It's different to we asking that they should do phone forensic. Adura said, I have the video of how Omomi, Cynthia fought my brother. Said, she went for the video of where he pushed Mohbad and hit the head on the floor. Where is the video? He brought 3 seconds out of it, even if it's just a screenshot. It's a new lead. The right thing for the police is to extract the full video. And you all saw the way the Lagos State Police Command, the Zonal Command, the SCID, Gewa, how many people can face those 3 institutions and formations and you'll still be alive? If the head of those formations are saying, we don't want to touch that video. Even Baba Mohbad, we were there together, he did not fight for Mohbad. I'm telling you on my honor, sir. And I stood up. I was only there with my 3-year-old boy. I am telling you, this Damola is not the one that spoke to me with what I have seen here. No investigation you have shown me, nothing, sir. I'm sorry, sir. And I want to write my statement now. And I keep saying it to you guys. You will see that I insisted, I wrote it in capital letter, that Damola Ayinde Abib Idowu was not the one that shouted me up. And that is on period, my lord. And the judge in that court will be seeing it. And what happened? Also, Adura, the complainant, who are a witness against the Damola, or you be cool. And you think I don't know what I'm fighting for. So this is where we should need the competition. Anybody who has focus on this. You will see that the last time I was waiting to, some people will come out. Nobody is saying. I was very careful, like, oh my God, I was expectant. It's joy to everybody. WhatsApp chat here. But you realize that whatever he's bringing out now is from October 2025. But if he had instituted a case with whatever was found in the WhatsApp chat, it would touch on everybody. The police would have dug deeper into here. Social media, once more evidence will look like it's unfair. I don't know if I've made serious points. I don't know if I've, Espanda. Oh, may I kill me? Espanda, are you there? Espanda, I'm going inshallah, you're better. If I want, I just may I keep what you said request you?
Mo kàn fẹ́ kí yín kú iṣẹ́, mo fẹ́ kí yín kú ìfọmọnìyàn ṣe, mo fẹ́ kí yín kú ìyànjú, mo fẹ́ kí yín kú ìṣákin, mo fẹ́ kí yín kú ìjọmọlúàbí àti ìdúróṣinṣin lórí. Mo kọ kinní kan sí comment section lẹ́ẹ̀kan, mo ní stand with the truth even if nobody is standing next to you. Gbogbo kálukú ti ju ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lẹ̀ torí wípé kálukú ń páyà kì í ṣe páyà ọlọ́run o wọ́n wọ́n ń páyà tí
Hello, mo ń gbọ́ yín.
mo ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ń páyà ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi báyìí sà
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
èmi ń gbọ́ mò ń gbọ́ yín sà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ń páyà
Kẹ́ ẹ tó go
lórí
further.
tí wọ́n rò pé ó lè ṣe àwọn àbúrò
Mayaki,
mò ń gbọ́ yín sà
this is the
Mo
current
ń gbọ́ yín, bàbá.
Assistant Inspector General of Police, and that is the current Commissioner of Police. So ti yẹn, that was the
Olórúkọ mi
Commissioner
nìyẹn.
of Police nígbà yẹn, now the AIG. Ẹni pé ó yàtọ̀ sí ìjọ tí a gbé crowd lọ síbẹ̀. Ìjọ táwọn kọjọ fa gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lélẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀
And he was honest and he said, I need to look into this matter. So ti yẹn, ẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ.
mo wà pẹ̀lú yín so
sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ.
nǹkan tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ń yẹrí fún ní tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ń ronú páwọn lè pàdánù ìgbésí ayé àwọn sí torí pé ẹ̀yin ródòdó ń bẹ torí pé mọ́lẹ̀ nìyí ẹ wá dúró tì ẹ wá wo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe dúró àti àsìkò àti nǹkan tó ṣèyàn àti téèyàn ṣe nínú ẹ̀ ẹ wo bó ṣe pẹ́ tó torí pé ńgbà míì àwọn èèyàn máa ní justice delay is justice deny ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní tí èèyàn bá ní òdodo tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́ kó gbé òdodo rẹ̀ sórí igbá o kódà tí ayé bá ń rarọ́ lọ́wọ́ bó ṣe lè wù kó pẹ́ tó ayé á padà wá nájà òdodo tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ni wọ́n fi sọ wípé ẹni tí egun bá lé kó máa rọ́jú. Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní ẹni egun bá ń lé kó máa rọ́jú wọ́n ní bó ṣe ń re ara ayé ló ń re ara ọ̀run o ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn kùnà torí wípé àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ tẹ̀lé crowd àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ tẹ̀lé kálukú play safe. Kálukú ń play safe ẹ wá wo pé ibo làwọn tó sùn látọjọ́ yìí tán fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ content padà yìí ibo náà sùn sí tẹ́lẹ̀ kí ni wọ́n ń ṣe ṣùgbọ́n o wọ́n ní olódodo olótìtọ́ kì í lẹ́ni olótìtọ́ lẹ́ni o àwọn ayé ló máa ń ká o àwọn ayé ni wọn kì í fẹ́ kó jókòó o àwọn ayé ni wọn ní fẹ́ kó wà láàrin wọn o olótìtọ́ máa ń lẹ́ni o ṣùgbọ́n tán bá ti rí ẹni ẹ̀ wọ́n á fẹ́ ká àwọn ayé wọ́n á fẹ́ ká pamọ́ àwọn ayé wọ́n á dúró wọ́n ní wọ́n lódò rẹ̀ ò kí gbé tílé irọ́ ni wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ pọ́n lápọ̀ngbẹ ni wọ́n nígi tó tọ́ kì í pẹ́ nígbó igi ò kí gẹ́ra rẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn náà ni wọ́n máa ń gé gbogbo ń tà kà yìí ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí ọwọ́ ọ̀tá ó tẹ̀ yín o àdúrà mi nìyẹn à ń ti ń ṣe àdúrà yìí lọ́sàn-án lóru tó bá jásí wípé ojú òní ti òdodo níwájú ọlọ́run kì í jásí wípé gbogbo ń tẹ́ ẹ dáwọ́lé yìí ojú ò lè tì yín kódà tí ìbá ṣe pé èèyàn bá ní ẹ̀mí ìṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ní yìí tá à ń pè ní doggedness nǹkan tá à ń pè ní zeal mi tún mọ orúkọ mi tá a lè pè é yóò máa jásí pé ìmísí tọlọ́run ló gbé yín dúró ó ti pẹ́ jù ó ti pọ̀ jù ó ti gùn jù ó ti rọ́ọ̀fù jù láti sọ pé kí èèyàn ó sì dúró sí orí ibi tẹ́ ẹ dúró sí ẹ wá dúró ìjì tó ti jà ẹ wá dúró èèyàn tó ti fall ẹ wá dúró ìjọmọlúàbí àwọn èèyàn tó ti bàjẹ́ àtẹ̀yí tó fẹ́ fọwọ́ kàn nínú ìgbésí ayé yín ẹ wá dúró tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tó pé kí ló dé tó padà dákẹ́ ẹ̀mí mi ni o kí ló dé tó ṣe dákẹ́ ìgbésí ayé mi ni o kí ló dé tó ṣe mo sásàlà ni o both physically and spiritually jojoojúmọ́ ni wọ́n náwó o àmọ́ ọlọ́run tó gbé yín dìde ọlọ́run ọba tó gbé yín dìde òun ló sọ pé kẹ́ ẹ máa bá a lọ ẹ wá wò ó nísìnyí o wọ́n ní nǹkan tá a ké lọ́jọ́ sí mo tún fẹ́ tún sọ lẹ́nìí ọlọ́run ní ìzáájá nasrullahi wal fatihu ó ní tí àránṣe bá dé àti victory ṣé ń gẹ́tì mi nasrullahi òun là ń pè láránṣe fatihu òun ni victory ó ní ìzáájá nasrullahi wal fatihu ó ní tí àránṣe òun bá dé àti àṣeyọrí ó ní wàrà àìtà nasa ó ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn yáàdì òlú náà wọ́n máa ṣíwá àwọn èèyàn máa dìkàm fìdíni láì àfùwájà àwọn èèyàn máa wá níjọ wọ́n máa wá níjọ a whole lot of bloggers.
Fasobi bi amdorobika.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ni ó wà á tó pẹ̀lú yín ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ni ó máa wá tó pẹ̀lú yín báyìí o torí ntọ́lá ń fi hàn yín yẹn ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó fi hàn yín tẹ́ fi dúró síbi tẹ́ dúró sí yẹn.
Innahu kana tawwaba.
àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ò lè rí ní àsìkò tẹ́ ẹ rí yẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ò ní ìláyà láti dúró síbi tẹ́ dúró sí ṣùgbọ́n níbi tẹ́ dúró sí yẹn bó ṣe léwu tó àìkúrò yín ìgbà tí nǹkan kan ò gbé yín jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ tí ọlọ́run ò fi yín lọ́ta lọ́wọ́ nígbà tí mọ́lẹ̀ rẹ̀ dé kálukú náà ń bọ̀ wá o wọ́n wá sá sí yín lábẹ́ o ọlọ́run wá sọ nǹkan kan lórí ẹ̀ ọlọ́run ní fasabbi bihamdi rabbika ó ní máa dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run ọba rẹ ni o ọpẹ́ ló tọ́ sí yín o
Wastaghfiru.
ọpẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ bá ń dá yẹn ni yóò jẹ́ kó já sí wípé àlékún oore yẹn máa wá kí ni àlékún oore gbogbo ibi tá a rò pọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lè dé ní dáadáa yóò tún débẹ̀ gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n rò pé oore tá rò pé ẹ̀ lè rí níbẹ̀ yóò tún torí wípé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ọjà tó kún ni wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ ná wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá fẹ́ẹ̀kì àbí kinní kan ni wọ́n ń tà níbẹ̀ ọjà wàràwàrà náà fẹ́ ná o wọ́n wá ní fasabbi bihamdi rabbika ẹ máa dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run ní gbangba ní kọ̀kọ̀ pé níbi tẹ́ ẹ dúró sí tán ti pè yín lókùrọ́ náà láyé ti pè yín lólódodo padà wípé ibi tẹ́ ẹ dúró sí tí wọ́n ti sọ pé ń tẹ́ ìjẹlẹ̀ ń wá kiri lọ́lọ́run ló tún sọ fún wọn wípé bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ o tó bá ṣe pé ń tẹ́yìn ó jẹ látọjọ́ yìí náà ni ó dè ló mo tún bá yín dúpẹ́ o lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí kí tún ni
ẹ fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ kínní ní àkí.
mo ń gbọ́ yín bàbá.
mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ kínní kẹ́wù.
All right. Today is the 19th of September.
Okay, now let's go with this one.
Yes. Today is the 29th of August 2025.
Check out it. 29th of August.
The SCID Abuja.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
As a human rights activist,
I'm playing this so that.
to cooperate.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Mo fẹ́ dá padà tí n bá fi nǹkan hàn jù if I show it too much. Wọ́n máa flag mi so máa kàn sáré tún show ẹ̀ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ gbọ́ déètì yẹn. Ṣé ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi? Mo fẹ́ show ẹ̀ kẹ́ gbọ́ déètì yẹn.
mo ń gbọ́ yín bàbá.
I'll show you 3 videos. Ẹ bá mi note yẹ o. Kẹ́ wo ibi tí mo wà yẹn kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lé kọ́ bá yẹn kọ́ fún mi.
Today is the 29th of August. Yes. Today is the 29th of August 2025. I'm here live on the SCID Abuja. Of course, as a human rights activist.
Ẹ ti gbọ́ 29th kí lẹ gbọ́ yẹn.
August.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni 29th of August 2025.
So ẹ máa wò bọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ fi kejì rìn.
All right. Today is the 19th of September. 19th of September 2025. So we're at the FCID. Of course, I've been in there.
That is by if you get on you 29th of August, 19th of September. How many days?
Of September. That is for that is 16 days.
Now, 19th of actually, Ketua will be you.
September 2025. Yes, today is the 1st of September 2025. Here live at the FCID, First Criminal Investigating Department.
Now, the reason why I showed you those stuff, last August 2025, you have the 1st of September, 19th of September, FCID, lórí investigation. Arresting me. Are you with me, sir?
Yeah.
Ben.
And I'm standing here láàrin gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́pàá ń bí gbogbo fídíò yìí mo dẹ̀ tún gbé síta mo post ẹ̀ sórí social media and all of that, and eventually by November after tí àwọn tí mo rò pa jọ ń wá justice tí wọ́n ń bàtẹ ọ̀tá mi gẹ́ńbẹ̀ yẹn tí wọ́n wá ń kó sí mind àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n support justice for Mohbad so that we will not get the right resources to pursue the case. But against all odds, after I have stayed, not me, Nilela Bujao, me, Konisa Buja, me, Lebimbe, me, Nikoko, go through hell. I took my son right from London to Abuja. Even protest Tafeshe, Imbati me, Oribiti ma Fiomosi, I have no choice than to keep the boy with me, Titi, risking the life of my own child for the struggle. They want to use the situation to disrupt the protest. And at the end of the day, I yield. So when you don't look at all these sacrifices, social media láti 29th of August kò pàwọ̀ bí almost November. Àwọn ìdánwò bá sọ pé hello kò bá fẹjọ́ sọ ọlọ́pàá. Koko gbe evidence so ko ba fi kolopa koko ba pariwo lórí social media ko ba gbègbèsè and you want me to educate the Nigerian public pé sha ko ba pariwo lórí social media ẹnìkan ni tí bá bọ́ta sọ pé ẹ bá gbègbèsè pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ òun ló máa mú result jáde kéèyàn kan máa lóun rí rivalry òun rí abuse òun rí jealous. You can see how disgusting it can be. Nígbà tí mi fẹ́ gbègbèsè tèmi mo gbègbèsè tó right mo pariwo lórí social media méjèèjì ló kọ́ wọn lára ó fún mi result. These people think everybody it's until everybody back tó bá bọ́ sórí ẹ̀ ni ló ṣe case. Who is deceiving you? Gbogbo ariwo tó fẹ́ pa tó bá ti get the attention president tó get attention IG kí ariwo yẹn fẹ́ mú wá ariwo wọn bá tá a ṣe wọn bá ti wà tó dá ṣe writing we got the attention pé o lè pariwo lórí social media kí president sọ kéèké o calm down. But ariwo tí ìgbésẹ̀ tí mo gbé pẹ̀lú effort ariwo social gbogbo ẹran ra wọn lọ́wọ́ solo protest me alone èmi nìkan wọ́n máa gbogbo unseen impact ni the state intelligence department ní Abuja wọ́n jẹ́ kó yé mi pé you shook the core of our department of the command the woman organic only this only every two hours including the middle of the night the money come out for me ní report. I want to know nothing must happen to this guy. This thing must not escalate. And they spent a whole lot of money to quell attention on that stuff. But you achieve what you wanted. Our same set of people, not Tony, the voice, the coco, and when you want divide, what they call for me, and my buy share again, and my buy me alone project, Kelon, the Colon white justice, then you see them. Celebrate. You know, when you now say that Emma to bear and take better by let's pass the right message. If you have influence, don't stay on social media alone, escalate it so that stop about impact and social media. ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn á ti mature lọ́dọ̀ àwọn authorities. You cannot disregard instituted authorities when you're pursuing justice. Anything tó bá ṣe lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ tó bá ti kọjá pé o sòótọ́ tó bá ti pé o commit a crime wọ́n lè fi cyberbullying lọ gbé cyber crime wọ́n lè lò especially when they think that a lè sọ pé lọ́dún pa mí
wọ́n lè lò ó.
a lè sọ pé yà lọ mú proof ẹ̀ wá. The other guy kó sí wàhálà yẹn.
Ó búyàn.
Ó dákẹ́ lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo máa ń rán àwọn síkì ó yẹ yín èmi ò síkì láti gbà yẹn náà pẹ̀lú mo sùn lẹ́lẹ́ o mo rànjú o wọ́n ṣe bákan ọlọ́run tí fàárẹ̀ sí lára adẹ̀ ń jàjà yẹn lọ so ká máa gbọ́ra wa yé wà important gan ṣé ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi ká gbọ́ra wa yé ó yẹ yín káyé máa fi nǹkan don't we should be synergizing tẹ́lẹ̀ mi bá dìde tó bá parọ́ lọ́dọ̀ side we should if it is the same goal ẹni tó bá wà nbẹ tó ti wà experience nínú kéèsì yẹn more than nígbà téèyàn kan fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́pàá orúkọ tẹ́bi dẹ́ mọ̀ pé investigation and evidence kéèsì ẹ̀ ti kọjá ọgbọ́n yẹn kò ṣe pọ́ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ arrest wọn mi tí n bá fẹ́ sí ẹni yẹn ní gbẹ́rẹ́ pàkókò ok wọ́n tẹ̀ ti gbé àbí I then pick it from there okay the next one let me adjust my bulletin ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ni yóò bá wá lọ kọ additional stuff èmi náà tún ní nǹkan báyìí o nǹkan báyìí láfẹ́ kọ́ máa ṣe ó lè má mú effect yẹn jáde because kò ní kò sí eléyìí ṣe tẹ ká máa pín lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba kò lè make any sense. Complete synergy if truly you are seeking justice òun ló make sense.
Ká tọ̀ sójú kan kó lè hó. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni
exactly.
Mo ní ká tọ̀ sójú kan kó lè hó.
Ayé yàrá màmí owó yẹn gan ni ẹ. n tẹ́mi mẹ́sẹ̀gì yẹn nìyẹn. Expander, are you there?
50 years. Yeah, I'm here. Ṣé rí gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ àgbọ̀ ní kálukú ní òtó kò yé bọ̀tá gbòye bá tó àní ṣíra wa gbọ́ a dẹ̀ máa wà on the same page but still a máa continue láti máa orientate ara wa náà ni because like I usually say it pé àwọn èèyàn máa ní there are two sides to a coin and I disagree with that pé there are three sides to a coin tí o bá fẹ́ gbé ọ̀tún lélẹ̀ tí o fẹ́ gbé òsì lélẹ̀ tó dúró láàrin ńkọ́ so we need to look at issues beyond our own reasoning or our own thoughts. We need to look at issue round the clock. Kì í ṣe side wa nìkan. Even if I have my own side, do I need to listen to other side and digest it to see pé okay kí ni nǹkan tó fẹ́ fàyọ? But àwọn bàbá wa máa ń pòwe pé ẹni tó di ìka tó di ọwọ́ ẹ̀ tó di kúkú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ nǹkan tó dì mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kò ní jábọ́ ó dẹ̀ tight ni but at the same time nǹkan mi ò ní wọnú ẹ̀ o. So that means you are not gaining knowledge. You are not gaining knowledge. Ètò ní nìkan ló mọ̀ ó nìkan ló dì mú ó fẹ́ wo kí nìkan tó bọ̀ tó bá láwọ́ yẹn ìyẹn lè jáde kí nǹkan mi tó tún ju tó jáde yẹn kó wọlé síbẹ̀. So perspective tèmi máa fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ká máa fi wo nǹkan nìyẹn. And what are we saying here? You see, at times òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ máa ń korò. The truth are always bitter. Ó máa bitter létí ẹni tí ò fẹ́ gbọ́. Ó máa bitter létí ẹni tí ò wo different angles to issue. Now, how do I mean? If we could agree, as far as I'm concerned, tèmi agree pé ẹ wo because tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ there's no way we will not be making references to what has passed. But tá bá make reference yẹn àwọn èèyàn máa wá bínú lágbájá ló ń bá wí tàmẹ̀dù ló ń bá wí no n tó ní kálukú ti ṣe sẹ́yìn là ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí èyí tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí a tún máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí lọ́la ó máa di past tó bá dọ̀la. So what matter most is for you to behave well. Kò bá jẹ́ kí emotion ẹ kó override senses ẹ kò má fi pé because I want to be popular today. I want to be known today. Kò wá sọ jargons. Kó wá dọ̀là kan máa wá rán ẹ létí pé ṣe bó ṣe báyìí. Àwa dìjà, àwa dìbínú. Because you will not be happy. Nígbà tó bá ń sọ pé àṣọ ṣe lágbádá ló ṣe báyìí lánàá níjẹta. Now what am I saying? Nígbà tèmi agree, I wouldn't know who else agreed with me pé àwọn tí wọ́n náà wọ́n underground, and I always say this, December last year ló yẹ kí case Mohbad yìí kó ti wà ní court kó ti round up every other person, but àwọn kan majority nu wọn tó ń front kìíní yìí they are mischievous, they are agents. Àwọn míì tó ń lo emotion or due to hatred, due to pé wáwo tó fi máa jẹ́lé yìí tí wọ́n bá lè ṣe àwa náà lè ṣe, wọ́n kó àwọn yẹn náà mọ́ra, and àwọn yẹn náà all dey for justice but they were just not with their right senses. Wọ́n ti jẹ́ kí nǹkan míì kó big cloud nǹkan tí wọ́n wá, so wọ́n wá collect pẹ̀lú àwọn people yìí, wọ́n lọ ṣe gbogbo rubbish tí wọ́n ṣe. And I said it man so clearly nígbà tí Mr. Yomi dé Abuja, ẹ̀yin náà wà l'Abuja, ẹjọ́ ń jà fún justice. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí, ká wo from this angle that I'm pointing out. Ẹni yìí wà l'Abuja ń wá justice, we all know him. Ẹ̀yin náà wà l'Abuja, ẹ̀yin mọ ẹni yìí ò mọ̀ yín. Ẹjọ́ wà ní same FCID l'Abuja ń bẹ̀. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá jọ ń wò yìí pé àṣebí kéèsì kan náà lẹ́jọ́ bá wá. Tẹ́yìn bá wá kúrò wọn ní àwọn yòókù bí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn mi mọ̀ wọ́n mi ìrẹ́ nìkan kan mi àti lẹ́yà mi lájọ wá. Ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ mọ ẹni yìí ẹ̀dẹ̀ identify pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ lẹ́yìn wá justice. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin gan lẹ̀ ń ba justice yẹn jẹ́?
Expander, ẹ wo nǹkan tí mo post yìí, àwọn olórin nìyẹn o, ẹ lọ wo tweet wọn when they are talking about Mohbad. I think the first person about walking here, Black Bonus, every time to tweet 2:20 p.m. on September 12th.
Yeah, 2:20 p.m.
Yeah, better the basic way.
Even 2:21 p.m.
Tell me what I'm now. Sherry, every time we tell it, okay, 2:21.
2:21, the one inside the 2:20.
Actually,
yeah.
Ọ̀pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí we tell ní gbogbo wọn.
The maker must shine.
I can continue to bring all their stuff. Nọ́ọ̀sì Mohbad nọ́ọ̀sì tí wọ́n ló mú Mohbad
pa. Nọ́ọ̀sì dé ní 2:30. Nọ́ọ̀sì tó lẹ́sẹ̀ fún lábẹ́rẹ́ dé ní 2:30.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ wá ní 1 o'clock jáde fún yín.
So who is fooling who? Who is fooling who? Tàbá ń sọ pé kò sí nurse. These are evidences.
Of course now, ọmọ ọ̀dọ́ ṣe.
These are evidences.
But again, ó pọ̀ sẹ́. Ilé yẹn pọ̀ jù.
Máa ṣe o.
Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ.
So what am I saying here ni pé àwọn people náà náà wọ́n wá justice ni, but wọ́n disrupt the main justice. Wọ́n bà gbogbo kìíní yẹn jẹ́. Wọ́n náà wọ́n ṣe gbá, àwọn náà wọ́n ṣàgbọ̀n. But lẹ́ni as at today, òótọ́ ti fojú wọn pé wọ́n gate crash ni. Àwọn dẹ̀ náà bà gbogbo iṣẹ́ tó dá yẹn jẹ́. Àwọn èèyàn believe pé àwọn dáwó fún wọn. Yes, wọ́n dáwó. But ẹ má gbàgbé pé the main principle tó rán àwọn principals tó rán àwọn people yìí iṣẹ́ peanut lówó tẹ̀yìn dá nínú gbogbo owó tí wọ́n ná nínú gbogbo owó tán lò. They just use you guys láti fi pé public náà ló ń ṣe yẹn ni. Now what are we now saying here? Wọ́n ní àgbájọwọ́ òun la fi ń sọ̀yà. Nígbà tí gbogbo wa rí ibi tí kéèsì dé.
Frank Edowo posted 1:56 p.m. Mo fẹ́ gbé àwọn tí ó yẹ pé wọ́n.
Posted that Mohbad was spy ni o.
Yes. Then we jáde fún yín.
Tí nọ́ọ̀sì tó dẹ̀ fún lábẹ́rẹ́ ṣẹ̀ dé ní 2:30. Owó tó máa jáde tí wọ́n bá lọ lógún ọdún òótọ́ máa bá a. That is why I usually say to people pé má fi ayé ẹ bet, má ní gbogbo tí wọ́n mú tí mo ní ni mo lè fi bet pé kinní kan, má fi anything bet. Kàn sọ ohun tí wọ́n rò pé o mọ̀, tẹ́lómi bá wá sọ tiẹ̀ kó fa ìpè, kó fa já, because tó bá ṣépè eventually tọrọ tó ń ṣépè lé lórí tó jẹ́ pé rọ́ in multiple fold lè pè yẹn ń bọ̀ wá bá ẹ o. In multiple fold lè pè yẹn ń bọ̀ wá bá ẹ. Á padà wá jẹ́ ti àti rán ẹ. So I don't really see reason why ta fi máa ṣépè. Ìwọ tó bá mọ̀ pé lépè ní ìpè ló ń ṣe tẹ́nìkan bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ wàá máa ṣépè fáwọn tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀. Mọ nǹkan tó ń forí ara ẹ èso tó ń gbìn lẹ̀ ó máa ká o. Ìwọ nìkan tẹ̀kọ́ ló máa jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ tó bá dé o. That is that about that. Now kí ni nǹkan tá à ń sọ ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ yìí VDM is doing a wonderful job. Nobody will dispute that. He's doing a good job. Nobody will dispute that. And it's making the noise that we need.
Time here.
The answer is yes.
Time in. Can you see?
Yeah, 1:50 p.m.
It's waiting
September 12.
Like this. Been through many things, many gist. Though I still find my peace in Mole. 1:13 p.m. September 12, 2023. Yet, among Miss Cynthia Adebanjo, police do you think they didn't investigate this? They saw this. The driver, who was even physically there, said as at 9 a.m. the following day, on the 12th, by 12 o'clock, want to confirm it. Yet, the investigation done by Lagos State Police Command said Mohbad died 4:30. But nurse to treat Mohbad, ó délé ní past 12. Ní past 2:30 p.m. Wùmí náà parọ́ pé 2:30 p.m. Àdúrà ní 2:30 p.m. Ìyá Mohbad bá wọn sọ pé òótọ́ ni, bàbá Mohbad náà sọ pé òótọ́ ni, until we began to put pressure that no, he went to change back and said, ó dà kí Mohbad òkú ní Mohbad did not die on the 12th again. It's the Mohbad. Ìyá sọ Mohbad, bàbá sọ the Mohbad. Lórí millions. And money is the root of all evil. Money is, and if anybody to be any evidence, Danny, I am saying it now. If you have influence on impact, if you are not escalating into the police and fighting the way we are fighting, say we want that justice. To buy, fine, social media is good. But Tawani can now go okay, everybody enjoy it. That would koni lobby koko. And we want people to do full and comprehensive pursuit of justice. We can pursue it offline and online. And when enemy call to speak to their conscience. Don't wait for social media validation. Don't wait for people to like you. Don't wait for me comment section kopo. Ni crowd kopo. Do you understand? So now look at all of this. If the police go to these people's pages, they will check. Wonderful. It's the truth, yeah. So these people have already put up how Mohbad died. Shouting with me to say, I regret pushing my husband. So if there are other people to work with what happened? What role did they play? They should allow the truth to come out. Nobody wants. If these people are speaking, one more role Zomo. And look, evidence evidence to my name call it your work property, but not the one that will pursue the justice. I feel understand.
Yeah, in one word, or in a simple or a simpler explanation, whatever VDM ni, yeah, tó bá gbé fún authority, tó dẹ̀ jáde wá kó wá pariwo bó ṣe ń pariwo yìí. That is the best thing. To no fini kó sọ́wọ́ òfin.
Exactly.
Some people will say some people will say tó bá ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe mọ̀ pé ó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mọ̀ pé ó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ but tó bá ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ brilliant and bravo but tí o bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ it's never too late.
ẹmọ tó máa ń dùn mí jù.
and that's what we are saying.
The very people that could criticize and destroy gbogbo àwọn tó tiẹ̀ kó wà so direct and serious. ẹ̀yin yẹn lè fẹ́ máa you can't put up your moral compass now. Could make any sense. We are speaking from the place of comprehensive justice. Why would justice for bad line? So why would we be running after and chasing anybody away? Kò dẹ̀ ṣe pé bóyá any other person tó sọ̀rọ̀ pa ẹ̀ kò ṣe pé yóò lọ fún audience kò sí tí àti ìbá ṣe báwo lè kọ́ ṣe máa wò mí sí pé no, that's not my vision. Ẹ ti understand mo ti sọ fún bàbá náà rí pé ìwọ náà tó ń jókòó sórí social media you too do something on your side. It's constructive ṣe bóun náà máa ń criticize yàn ṣe ìwọ náà kàn ní jókòó eléyìí ò ṣe dáadáa eléyìí ẹ lọ́ra fóònù ìwọ náà tiẹ̀ bọ́ta ká ò bóyá ẹ nílò máa rà fọlọ́pàá kò ń ṣe ebú. Because at the end of the day, if you frustrate, so when you look at when people that have the liberty, can you only worry and criticize me? I tell you, Timo de gba, Timo le bonu pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni ibi tó ń lọ ọ̀rọ̀ kan nílé yìí o, a dẹ̀ sùn ìjọ wa, a dẹ̀ jọ ń bá lọ. Tó bá ti block ohun tí mo ṣe, ohun tí mi ní báyọ̀ ṣe ń lé ayé ni pé kí n rí ibi tí anybody kó má jẹ fídíò ó fẹ́ wá justice for bad kí wọ́n lọ block here. Ọkì máa bàjẹ́ ẹ lè bá mi dìrú orí burúkú ẹ Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi kí ni wọ́n á jẹ ogbó ìyà tí mò ń jẹ fún. But I can tell you for free gbogbo nǹkan tó sẹ́ẹ̀dì sí yẹn àwọn tó sẹ́ẹ̀dì ẹ̀ nìyẹn but àwọn tó sẹ́ẹ̀dì ẹ̀ wọn ò ní fẹ́ jẹ́ kó fi ṣan sí ọ̀rọ̀ fídíò yẹn 3 seconds video.
Because ó máa involve wọn.
So tó bá fẹ́ kí mọ̀ pé you are not kí má rí ojú yẹn wò pursue the case with the power you have. You have the power to pursue it to the police too.
Yeah. He has all it takes.
Ẹni náà ti wà bẹ́ẹ̀ o, ẹni náà ti gbé evidence bí báyìí wá o, kọjọ gbé papọ̀. Ibẹ̀ lèmi sọ pé we will meet, ibẹ̀ lèmi sọ pé we will meet. There was nowhere I said we don't kò káyé náà, èmi mọ bí tí kéésì wà mọ̀, ṣá president ojú ogun alọ ni. Gbogbo àpapọ̀ lápapọ̀, ó jìnnà sí gbogbo wa bí wèrè. Ẹ ti understand? Ordinary PN ọ́fíìsì president kan jìnnà sí gbogbo wa. But the fact remains that at the end of the day, we still need the public. And when we come together, àpapọ̀ ejò, àìrìnpọ̀ ejò ló máa ń jọmọ ejò yà. Tí sèbè lọ́wájú sí kìíní kan lọ́wọ́ àìtọ́ pé on the same thing. Kò ṣe pé ẹjọ́ rìn lọ́tọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ ṣé bìkan náà là ń lọ ni. Anybody that says ẹ̀rìn lọ́tọ̀ tàdé lọ bìkan náà, I only finding the ember of division.
Mr. Yomi,
ẹ ti understand?
máa ń pòwe kan, máa ní ẹni tí mọ́tò bá gbá. Mọ́tò náà ló máa padà gbé tá a bá táṣìírí ọlọ́pàá tó ju ráǹkì tiẹ̀ náà la ṣe máa fẹjọ́ sùn tó ráwọn náà máa padà ṣiṣẹ́ yìí kò yẹ we should always have that at the back of our mind. Why tá a wá.
Olùdókòwò gbọ́dọ̀ wà careful ọgbọ́n ní àwọn àfi bá institution yẹn deal.
mọ̀jà mọ́sálá fi máa kíkanjú.
Nígbà tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n ní kílódé tí Yomi ṣe sá ohun tó dífá fún mi tó sá ní ẹni ọgbà tó ní kóhùn wá sí ẹ̀kọ́ tí ò ní lọ.
wọ́n lẹ́ni máa bẹ́ṣù jẹun pọ̀ ní síbi rẹ̀ á dùn gan kò dẹ̀ tún gbọ́dọ̀ tó gbé o.
Gidi. So that's just my own standpoint before people travel around this.
ọgbọ́n lágbàlagbà fi ń sá fún màálù.
So ntọ́kọ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ ni pé ṣé Wùmí ní evidence pé n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nulẹ̀ yẹn o so ó ní evidence tó lè link up against any other person àtẹni tó ti travel ní o àtẹni tó lóun travel o àtẹni tó wà lé ọwọ́ òmìnira ló wà tàdúrà but most importantly tó bá rí fídíò yẹn kò ń ṣe Wùmí àtàdúrà nìkan ló máa bá lọ tó ló fi ń dé ojú ẹ̀ pé wọ́n sì wò pé ẹ fèsì àwọn tó wà nulẹ̀ yẹn nìkan ẹ ti understand. And what if tó bá jẹ́ pé the people on the external are not influence?
Baba,
that means the life of another person is still at risk.
Ó pẹ̀lú nǹkan tèmi máa ń sọ and I always say it tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ tá a bá ń pariwo Wùnmí nìkan mo fi pé injustice ni gbogbo wa ń ṣe because a mọ̀ pé Wùnmí nìkan kọ́ ló wà ń bẹ̀, a mọ̀ pé àdúrà wà ń bẹ̀, a mọ̀ pé dàrúṣà wà ń bẹ̀, àwọn tá a lè sọ pé gbogbo àwọn pẹ̀lú Wùnmí àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ Mohbad nìyẹn. Why ti justice wa fẹ́ dá lórí èèyàn kan
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
a fẹ́ exonerate àwọn yòókù?
táwọn gbẹnu dákẹ́
Why?
kò possible kò sí àtàmà exonerate ẹni tó dúró
àwọn yòókù tọjọ wà ń bẹ̀
síbi tó ti
nǹkan
commit crime tí ò ṣe nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀
àwọn
ni
yòókù nǹkan tó dẹ̀ tún jẹ́
bàbá ṣẹ́bọ́n tó
wọ́n
fọ́nì
tún jẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ Mohbad ju Wùnmí gan lọ.
àní ibi tẹ́ bá ti mọ̀ pé for you to know what I know what I'm talking about. What do you think if, okay, let's put it this way. If the nurse fight Prime Boy, the nurse came to inject, is the reason what killed Mohbad, òun àdúrà sọ, òun ni spending sọ, òun ni Wùnmí sọ, òun ni bàbá Mohbad sọ pé òun gbọ́, òun ni ìyá Mohbad dúró lórí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, why would they now arrest Samilari Naira Marley, àbúrò Naira Marley? Wọ́n wá fi wọ́n sí detention, wọ́n tún wá lọ sí court, wọ́n tún lọ gba extension, and they are now investigating them for murder.
láti keep wọn
More, and at the end of the day wọ́n wá fi Wùnmí àdúrà gbogbo ọ̀dẹ̀ rí ọrùn tó kán, ṣé ọrùn tó kán yẹn nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn ló kán ọrùn, àpá tí wọ́n bá lára kò bá di tẹ́jẹ̀ yọ nọ́ọ̀sì náà ló ṣe yẹn síbẹ̀. So if it is not because there is a particular person or some set of people tó padà wọlé ta ló rán yín or ta ló rán èèyàn báyìí lóníkà wọ́n ti sọ fún wa ti pẹ́ o wọ́n ní tàbá ṣe ọmọ oyè yín, that is what we are looking into. Agbára yẹn ló gbé kéèsì Mohbad dé level tó fi ń ṣe gbé tó ń ṣe kò ń ṣe Wùnmí yẹn kẹ̀. Nígbà tí wọ́n lọ kóòtù pẹ̀lú lọ́ọ̀yàwó rẹ̀ tó ní kí n má dárúkọ èmi ìgbẹ́ ò legun, mo jọ́ọ̀jì gan ni pé mo wọlé wá síbẹ̀. Nígbà táwa ti inú gbọ́dọ̀ bọ́ wa tájà tiwa ti nígbà yẹn sàṣì ń bọ́ lọ sí fẹ́ dún. Tẹ́gbọ́n struggle, but kókó of the matter is that téèyàn bá ti ń dàgbà, téèyàn bá ti ń jẹ kiri kan dàgbà, ọmọ yóò gún jà ni. Ẹ ti understand? Nígbà táwọn náà kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀, àwọn ògbésẹ̀ kan náà táwọn náà gbé tó yẹ pé later láṣẹ ń bọ̀, wọ́n ṣe kọ́ wa pé o ti ń di àgọ̀jẹ̀, this is how you go about it, tó bá fẹ́ make sense. Ó lè fẹ́ dá ẹ̀ kó fẹ́ slow, but if you are genuine about what you are fighting, mo yẹ máa ṣe lélẹ̀. Then being an actor, mo ní career náà, mo ní iṣẹ́ mi lọ́wọ́. Ẹ wo gbogbo àwọn tó ti ń ṣe kiri kan TV kó jẹ́ 50,000 views ni mo máa gánà every 2 months 3 months lórí fíìmù. Ẹ mọ̀ èyí tó máa bọ́ sí mi lọ́wọ́, ká bọ́ sí orí òde padà di ìrù.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
wọ́n lọ bá búra kò ń ṣe ibi tàbádé bá mi pé kí n lọ sí Yomi Fabiyi TV lẹ̀. Even gbogbo fídíò tí mo ń ṣe láti ọdún méjì tí mo ti ń ṣe lórí justice Mohbad, mo ṣe content ẹ̀mẹ̀yàn tó ń gbé fídíò mi bá mi di pé mo lọ sí YouTube àbí mo sí Facebook mo fi ń pawó, bá mi pé mo sáré sọgbó material press conference mo ṣe mo ti fi kò yẹ kó mo ti ṣí kò yẹ kó mo ti sáré ṣí website mo ti kọ mo ti gbọ́ wọn á rí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà mo ti sáré kọ grant lọ síbi ìwọ́n mi mo lè kọ grant sí ni. The only thing I relied on is because kò sí àyè láti blink is to rely on the Nigerian public, àwọn tó lóòótọ́ ní platform tó lọ́ọ́ ti pé àpapọ̀ yẹn. Òkè tó mọ̀ pé àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ̀tọ̀ ló pọ̀ jù náà wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ ń dín pẹ̀lú wọ́n kàn sọ mí dìgbà àṣọwọ́ ni. Bàbá ṣe rọ́bìṣì mi tó kò síbi tá bá gbọ́ pé tá tilẹ̀kùn okay this is break the silence foundation ilẹ̀kùn mi ò ṣe. Àwọn ará bíi náà ni lọ́lọ́ ti padà wọ́n lọ sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ̀ fún ọ Yomi yẹn nìkan ni òun nìkan ló ń dá ṣe kíní kan òun ló ń dá owó wò lẹ́ sọ ẹ mọ iye millions tó ti bọ́ lára mi sí ṣé mo yẹ gbèsè tí mo ti jẹ lórí kíní mo sì ń san gbèsè lọ́wọ́ báyìí máa yáwó ní app ńgbà mi máa dá padà owó app tí mi ò fi £1 wọ́n tó báyìí sẹ́nu mo ti yáwó lórí pé à ń ṣe kéèsì Mohbad gbogbo ẹ̀ báyìí gbogbo nǹkan tá a fi pursue ó dẹ̀ fail àárín nǹkan achieve lórí ẹ̀ èmi ni mo kására ẹ mọ pain irú yẹn lórí kéèsì Mohbad mo fi Nàìjíríà lẹ́mí ìdágbére fún ọmọ tí mo bí ọmọ mi sì pè mí as at this morning I want to come to Canada, I want to come to you, come and take me. Ta ló fẹ́ bá mi ṣàlàyé fún pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ni bàbá ẹ̀ gbé ló ń fèsì. But that's the sacrifice that is needed. èèyàn kan máa it's not even no even tó bá jẹ́ online gan èèyàn ní pack but kò tiẹ̀ sí basis for comparison murder case lansọ kò yẹ yín
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
every noise is needed but there are some people that are in charge of some vital evidence àwọn yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ gbégbèsè kọjá social tó bá ní kí n má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn you are only deceiving yourself o mọ tó kàn ní. I'm an authority in my own right. I will tell you this is the right thing to be done. If you want to come clean and you want to pursue the right way, can they achieve faster and better results? Because to much
you must come to equity, must come with a clean hand.
Clean hands. That's what the law says. Me, only time to look in law. But I study law
Only you must come to equity, must come with a clean hand.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So, bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ní gbọ́wọ́ tó dọ̀tí pamọ́ sẹ́gbẹ́ kankan wá ní gbogbo ọwọ́ rẹ ló mọ́. Ẹ fẹ́ ṣe mímọ́, ọwọ́ yín dẹ̀ dọ̀tí. So, ẹni tí wọ́n fẹ́ rọ̀nú ẹ̀ kó ṣàlùwàlá, kí ni tú?
Ṣé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mi? Irú ògùn pé yẹn sìn. Tó bá fẹ́ pé ó yẹ kó máa sọ ní pé hello, bàbá. You went out there, you said àlè ló pa Mohbad. Àlè yẹn
àbí
ẹ sọ fún mi. And who gave you the information about the àlè? Àwọn olówó fọ́ọ̀sì kí ló fàtẹ́sáyé lọ sí Mohbad under 12 hours nígbà tẹ́ mọ̀ pa àlè ló pa. And then same doctor's report tẹ́yìn sọ fún wa pé kò sí lọ́wọ́ yín kò sí ńlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lè gbé Mohbad lọ sí mọ́ṣúárì. Òun máa ní ọmọ yín pẹ̀lú ìyàwó ọmọ yín máa ń lò 4 months after tó fi substitute tí kìíní gbé jáde sí ṣe pé VDM sọ débẹ̀ pé there is a doctor's report tí wọ́n lò.
Kò sọ débẹ̀.
Doctor report
kò sọ débẹ̀ but ó sọ̀rọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ kan bẹ tó sọ tó fi nílì ọ̀rọ̀ ó ní wọ́n lọ ń forge document. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwa ti sọ yẹn níbi tipẹ́ so ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gan ló wà nínú tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn.
Ṣé
mọ̀ pé
allegation forged document allegation.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
The right thing to do okay
ìgbà tí kóòtù ti prove otherwise.
Èmi sì tó bá ẹ̀ka sùn pé bóyá kìíní yẹn ò tiẹ̀ dọ́wọ́ tèmi rárá. Àjọ ń bọ̀ lórí social media ó wá sọ síta bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn forge document òun tó mọ̀ pé forge document ni ẹ̀kọ́ ló pe forge at the end of the day kò escalate ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́pàá kò gbégbésẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀ láàrin 2 weeks after ṣe rò pé ẹni tí máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi ẹ̀ ṣẹ́ni tí máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí.
no yẹ́sẹ̀ nìyẹn ẹ̀ẹ̀mọ̀ kan tí justice system sọ ni ṣé ń gbọ́ mi kí wọ́n kọ̀míìtì ọ̀fẹ́ǹsì lójú adájọ́ ṣé ń gbọ́ mi adájọ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbé ẹjọ́ wá bá kí wọ́n wá kọ̀míìtì ọ̀fẹ́ǹsì lójú rẹ̀ kò ní any right láti lo ohun tó mọ̀ yẹn tó jòdòdò yẹn láti pass judgement tí wọ́n bá ti fáìlì evidence yìí kò lè lo evidence ọwọ́ ara tiẹ̀. Tí o bá ti wípé bí àpèjúwe ní ti ṣàmì pé tá a bá ń dájọ́ nínú family house wọ́n lè ní ó sojú mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà tó tọ́ òbú ẹni tó fẹ́ dájọ́ nìyẹn ṣàmì pé ẹni tó fẹ́ dájọ́ ó lè lo evidence ọwọ́ ara rẹ̀ tóun náà mọ̀ ní normal matter kó dẹ̀ fi ṣèdájọ́ ṣùgbọ́n o ní criminal justice ní tó bá ti fi lè mú kí adájọ́ mọ̀ nǹkan kan òun náà kúrò nípò adájọ́ á wọ witness box lọ ni kò dẹ̀ ní any moral right mọ́ láti give judgement lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn so gbogbo ẹjọ́ tó bá wù kéèyàn máa pariwo lórí social media kìnnìkan ni tí wọn ò bá ti gbégbèsè kankan is just as good as noise.
Ṣé ọkọ tó ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀ sà? Ṣé o pé we have gone through this before?
Yes sir.
This person ó ti gbé nǹkan jáde bẹ́ẹ̀ rí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tó yẹ pé it turned out to be that could follow due process of the law to see that that thing is properly investigated and justice is served to help Mohbad's case. So when T come back to what dancing, anything you have is still is still subject to your own perception. I believe it was a forged document. They went to forge. Toba Sobe, Imbolo to forge. Tani rights institution. No matter here. Kotole sọ pé forge ni. Kọ́lọ́ pàtó lè sọ pé
ní
forge.
òfin fi sọ pé he who has that must prove.
Must prove.
He who has that must prove.
Kọ́tọ́ lè sọ pé forge ni. You will need the police to be involved.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Police náà ní jókòó service work with the forge. They would have to write to the national
appropriate authority.
NIFC.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ bá wo ṣé document yìí authentic ni or not? Not because you brought it to them. Not because you say it's fraud. So ibẹ̀ ẹnu ṣe ń wá justice. Ẹ wá imagine kó jẹ́ pé anybody wàá fẹ́ gbégbèsè lórí ẹ̀ that route. Ẹni ikọ̀ gbé wá sórí social media nìkan ni. Èmi tí mo mọ̀ pé this thing has happened before.
Ariwo lásán ni.
Ó kọ̀ máa end síbẹ̀. And at the end of the day, these people tajọ́ ń dá àjọ wá justice tí mo rò pé àwọn èèyàn gidi tajọ́ wà papọ̀. Wọ́n ti fẹnu weaken gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí àwa ti ṣe lẹ̀. Because every opportunity to destroy the stuff. But then if I say advice, hello, this is a good thing that you're having. But it will not be potent if you don't, because you cannot tell us it's fake on social media. It might be truly fake, but if you pursue it, investigate the veracity of this fake, which is suspected to be fake, and I want to know your investigation. Immediately they do it, fake. The next thing is to investigation to turn here. I'm not arrest any to she fake here. But until they arrest you, taba suffer say meji lórí social media te pariwo.
Tó bá lọ ṣe investigation, ìgbà yẹn ló ṣe the criminal case.
And in this kind of a case, tí o bá ti sọ pé
and that's why
I am the complainant.
That's why
ọlọ́pàá lè wá pé kúkú fẹjọ́ sùn wá, because which department? The question now tó bá wà mẹ́ni pé nínú gbogbo ọlọ́pàá Nàìjíríà èwo ló máa dá lóhùn? Ṣé bí tó bá kọ́ sí ló máa dáhùn? Ṣé IG ló máa kọ́ déédéé sọ pé nítorí ó jẹ́ pé actor ló pariwo IG ló gbọ́dọ̀ dáhùn? IG àníkìrì tó.
DFU ni document fraud unit. Ó ti yẹ àwọn èèyàn náà ṣe forensic. Àwọn ni wọ́n wàá gbé lọ sí.
Ọgbọ́n tí mo sọ nìyẹn pé tó bá kọ́ síbẹ̀ ni.
Àwọn náà máa wá gbé lọ.
Ọba ẹgbẹ́ ń sìn ẹ máa gbọ́rọ̀ mi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tí bá wà ń sìn kó lè yá àwọn èèyàn, because part of my job is education. If the evidence is with me now, mo dẹ̀ okay, mo ti pariwo síta. I just want to expose ẹni tó ṣe. Yes, you might have exposed the person. Tí o bá kọ́ lọ, àwọn ọlọ́pàá lè máa báyìí pé bóyá ẹni tí report sí ọ̀dọ̀ IG, bóyá ó report sí ọ̀dọ̀ commissioner of police, àmọ́. So we cannot just go and say we want to go and arrest Wunmi. Who complain to us? Kí lẹni yẹn gbé wá síwájú wa, akọ̀rí lórí social media ni. Ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ni ẹ bá ti report, ọlọ́pàá máa retí pé whoever tó bá report, ìwọ ló mọ bí tó report sí. And you want them to take the right action. When you write to them, tell them that you suspect is a fake document. They will go and investigate. Wọ́n ti lọ sí NIMCM. Wọ́n ti ṣe gbákan, wọ́n ti ṣe gbẹ́. When tó bá rí pé àwọn yẹn ti prove ẹ̀fọn pé fake ni o, ntẹ̀gbẹ́wá yóò fake ni àwọn tí wọ́n system àwọn. And tó dẹ̀ reply padà, ó ti korúkọ ẹ̀ àti department ẹ̀. Ọlọ́pàá ti ní lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn. They will now extend the invitation to the suspect. Please, we need you in our office. This particular document, is it genuine or not? It's genuine. Where did you obtain it from? From the National NIN office. Which of the offices, please? And which office and which officer attended to you? Can you take us to that office? I forgot the road to the place. You forgot the road. Okay, no problem. Write it in the statement that we invited you. You came here. We asked you this. We showed you a SIN number, SIN number, National NIN. The particular document that you obtain it in so place. Ṣàbáwọn ti gba evidence lọ́wọ́ NIMCM.
Original.
Fake ni. Ìwọ tó bá sọ pé original ni kọ síbẹ̀ pé bí báyìí ló ti gbà. So ọ́fíìsì tó ti lọ ṣe tó ti obtain it. Period. Then they pack you and send you to court. àwọn ti mọ̀ pé àwọn ti rí pé forge ló ṣe, then they can charge you for forgery. But tí ẹ̀yàn kankan ò bá report tẹ́kọ̀ ń pè ní forge, then she can be charged for forgery lórí social media. Òun lè bí sọ pé it will not achieve the result. But in the
of
process of
course
doing that,
òun náà ni mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹ máa wo ọ̀rọ̀ tí ẹ máa wo example tí mo fẹ́ mú wá yìí bó ṣe fọ́nì tó ṣé àmọ́ nǹkan tí ó máa ń jẹ́ kí àwọn ọlọ́pàá padà fi àwọn olè táwọn èèyàn bóyá community ló mú olè tí wọ́n wá nà á wọ́n rí i pé ó gbé nǹkan tòótọ́ gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ nà á wọ́n gbé e lọ sí police station shanget wọ́n wá dé police station kálukú jù kalẹ̀ síbẹ̀ at the end of the day prosecutor ẹ mọ̀ pé ká tó kúrò wọn nìkan máa kọ statement ìgbà yẹn àwọn míì ò ní dúró mọ́ àwọn míì máa dúró wọ́n máa kọ́ ìgbà táwa dúró tán kọ gbogbo kinní yẹn tán ní ọjọ́ tán fẹ́ máa lọ kóòtù kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ yọjú mọ́ tí wọ́n bá ti yọjú mọ́ tí yóò lè gbé kò sírun tó lè gbé sẹ́mi pé ọlọ́pàá ti gba exhibit ó gbé e kalẹ̀ ó ti gba gbogbo ohun tó gbé tó ṣe kinní kan ó dẹ̀ rí i pé gbogbo wọn pọ̀ níjọ́ tán rọ́ wá the next thing tẹ́kàn rí ni wípé tí ò bá ti sẹ́ni kankan tó lọ ń ṣe witness ní court tó bá ti lọ sitting àkọ́kọ́ sitting kejì nǹkan tí kóòtù máa rúlù ni wípé kéèsì yẹn wà substantive torí pé kò sí anybody tó dúró tó níjọ́ tán lè gbé.
ṣe mo orúkọ tó ń pa àwọn witnesses yẹn under the law they call them hostile witnesses. Hostile witnesses or hostile witness, because when people volunteer to say I was there, I saw it when it happened, oh they take statement, oh yeah, come on, oh prosecutor wa ti forúkọ ẹ sára àwọn tí ó máa testify wọ́n ti submit orúkọ ẹ àti profile ẹ fún defendant, because ẹni tí a bá gbé lọ sí court yẹn ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ duplicate file yẹn gbogbo nǹkan tí prosecutor ní against ẹ tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n gbèrú Wùmí yẹn sìn kan ti gba evidence pé fake ni nǹkan tó wọ́n ti rí pé wọ́n ti lọ sọ́fíìsì àwọn NIN ọ̀gá wọn ti sọ pé fake ni àwọn kọ́lá àwọn issue eléyìí ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti wà ní file copy yẹn máa ti wà nínú tó bá copy fún lọ́ọ̀yà Wùmí tó bá gbé lọ court, so witness tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tó sọ pé ṣojú òun náà
lára exhibit.
So kó wá dìgbà tó fẹ́ ṣe case lọ́ọ̀yà tí wọ́n ti rẹ́ẹ̀dì pé òun fẹ́ drill witness tí ìjọba mú bọ̀ àbágbẹjọ́rò ìjọba wọ́n wá débẹ̀ witness ò bá yọjú ṣebí nǹkan tẹ kọ́ ní reporting pé ẹni báyìí ló kọ́ olóṣè ẹni ẹ̀dà àwọn pè my lord òun ti pagbo ẹ̀ títí tí kò wà àfitẹ́bá lè fún un láṣẹ kẹpàṣẹ pé kọ́lọ́pàá lọ́wọ́ wá dandan ó fẹ́ ṣe ọdẹ ni I can't give that order. It's a different ball game. If it is somebody, why don't you speak with the person kẹ́tì jọ yanjú ẹ̀ kó ti mọ̀ bóyá ọba fún lówó ni o bóyá ọba sanwó hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì ẹ ti ṣe bóyá kẹ́ tó ṣe wà náà àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé wà very crucial ni wọ́n máa sọ pé wọ́n issue subpoena on that witness. Ẹ ti understand àkọ́tún lọ́dọ̀ sọ. So in this instance that is the pursuit of justice. Òun yẹn sọ pé ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣerú kọ́ báyìí tí wọ́n jẹ́ pé akọ̀fẹ́ kẹ́ni kọ̀ pariwo lásán èmi dẹ̀ wọ̀ pé ẹni ní power kọjá ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ pariwo lórí because kíní yẹn máa kó èrò wá nìkan but after tí èrò bá ti tó bá rí pé lẹ́yìn kíní yẹn kókó wá jẹyọ láti bẹ̀ ó ń weaken justice tọmọlọmọ fẹ́ rí pé àìtú ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ meanwhile ká ní wọ́n pursue ẹ̀ ó máa dí kíní ó máa dí kíní yẹn kù irú ẹni yẹn irú bó ṣe lẹ́nu tó dùn gbogbo ẹ̀ tó yẹn his influence on this case with ibi táwa ti bá dé yours truly kò dín lọ́wọ́ Mohbad is still going to get justice but since this person is coming in I don't want to be seeing it as if.
yóò jẹ kẹ̀kẹ́ yẹn ó máa jẹ́ kí movement yẹn tó yá sí i mo gbọ́ yíyẹ òun náà ni ó máa láti ṣe ó máa láti ṣe kinní yẹn tọ́rọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn náà ń bú wípé ká máa jẹ nǹkan létí ká máa ayé rí pé òun náà fi apple ṣe example ń jó ní nǹkan báyìí ó ń gé apple jẹ ó ń gbé kalẹ̀ ó ń gé apple jẹ ó ń gé kalẹ̀ so wọ́n wá sọ pé kò jẹ kankan tán pé so kọ́ náà máa ṣe láti máa see to the end of things mo mọ̀ pé n tó fi lè mú tó trigger rẹ̀ tó fi wá pariwo lọ́tẹ̀ yìí ẹwà àtijọ́ tó ti gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tì ẹ̀mí mi sọ pé yóò gbé kinní yẹn rìn then interest rẹ̀ lórí mátà yẹn fọ́tò tẹ́ ẹ fi hàn mí lẹ́ẹ̀kan mi ìfẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ ní ẹ mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe máa ń gbọ́rọ̀ mi kalẹ̀ fọ́tò yẹn ó kún tó jẹ́ kóun náà pariwo.
tẹ́ ń gbọ́rọ̀ mi èmi ò lè deceive yín.
ó yé mi
tó bá ṣì jẹ́ pé lórí pé wọ́n fẹ́ white wash tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn tí bàbá Mohbad ló ṣì ń gbé fún ṣé ń gé tì mí ohun tẹ́mi máa appeal and what I'm going to respect him for video is to file a criminal petition based on the previous WhatsApp chats and this current evidence. If not, he's going to be helping a
of
part
course.
and be setting a part free with just the social media noise, because after 2-3 weeks, nobody will talk about it again if he didn't take any step, except maybe he told our court shit walo. Can you bóyá àwò tẹ gbégbèsè bóyá bí mo ṣe lè fọwọ́ kan WhatsApp chat yẹn tó bá yẹ pé kìnìún yóò sí lọ́wọ́ wa ni kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe sí bí tó máa I can't do anything because nobody is going to I can't be picking that evidence that stuff on social media. Do you understand? And told
on social media kò tẹ́ ẹ ṣe ó yé mi.
kò yẹ yín kọ́ bó sọ so because mi lè kọ statement this guinea I saw it
ó
on
yé mi
social
púpọ̀
media.
gan-an àbáfọ̀.
So ohun tí mò ń ṣe láláyé fún àwọn
Láíláí.
ènìyàn ni pé tó o bá tiẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àwa iná la máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé you have to do it. Anybody can seek competition. Èmi lè mi mọ̀ tẹ́ fẹ́ achieve. I will make sure we speak truth to authorities, speak truth to equal comrades that don't do it halfway. You have the pedigree, you have the effort. Be clear and clean.
you have
Do the right
exactly.
thing. To bá ti call as petition, ọlọ́pàá ò lè dúró ní ohun tó fẹ́ nìkan. They will go deeper into the matter and even extract more than what you brought. And then they will bring the justice. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá lọ wọ́n di onítàn, they might not even need you.
Bó
Wọ́n
ṣe
lè
rí
ti tó bá
nìyẹn.
ti arrest onítàn tán, or tó bá ti answer invitation wọn, wọ́n á ti detain ẹ̀kọ́ tó sọ fẹ́ pé hello, that petition you wrote, the suspect is in custody, so we want you to come and rephrase what you said. Wàá dẹ̀ lọ bẹ̀ wàá rí pé wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́. But tó o bá ṣe yẹn, nobody only speak on social media. Ẹ kàn máa entertain, a kàn jẹ́ pé just media shaming alone, and the girl will not move pẹ̀lú ẹni tó ń protect ẹ̀ godmother wọ́n á ní ẹ̀fílẹ̀ eléyìí kò ní pursue ẹ̀ because of àwọn èèyàn báyìí, but I want him to go deeper. Wọ́n ní mo ṣe ń ṣe nítorí pé don't scratch it on the surface.
yeah
Oye to the layman
exactly.
wọ́n máa sọ di kò dẹ̀ níyọ nǹkan mẹ́wàá akọ achieve nǹkan yẹn kan á dá sí gbòòrò ẹ̀rọ pé ó lè jẹ́ pé lẹ́yìn tó bá ṣe tọ́gàn ni mandamus jáde wọ́n lọ investigate á ní yẹn ṣe nígbà tó ṣe èmi nǹkan tó wà ń bí gan lè sọ pé tí wọ́n bá ṣe pé òun tó ṣe ni adájọ́ yẹn ò ní dájọ́ yẹn dáadáa. Ẹ ti understand? They could come out and be ìtọ́jà wèrèdè wọ́n lè ní à tí ó bá èmi tí ẹ̀bùn ọ̀yọ́ èmi kó bọ́kọ̀ wà hàn kó sọ pé let us pray the court èmi mọ̀ bí tí a ṣe wàhálà dé ẹ̀ tí ọ̀sán àmọ́ ohun tó ṣe lọ wọ́n lè ní tí ó bá ṣe pé òun tó ṣe kiri kan ni judge yẹn gan lè má sọ báyìí àwọn ẹni ìdọ̀tí they can do it. They can. Just because n tó ń ṣe
of
yàtọ̀.
course.
Táwọn ṣe yàtọ̀ sí n tó ń ṣe. Ó ti yé yín. So kọ́lọ̀ máa mú wa. Èmi
Ó
can
yé mi
boldly
nìyẹn.
say it. Èmi mọ àwọn tó pa Mohbad nìyẹn. Not 2 ways about it. Àwọn wọn yóò lè sọ. Because tó bá yẹ kó o lè sọ́jà ọmọ pé defamation ń bọ̀. Èmi mọ ohun tó wà ní. I know the rush.
Of
Mo
course.
kọjá ìdíyàn kan máa jókòó sórí yá máa ṣe bálabàla pẹ̀lú ní ibùjọ́ òsíjọ́ o. Tí wọ́n bá ṣe pé bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ní láti parí kéèsì mi lè mo fọ́nà máa búra kò sí tí mo lè sá fún gbogbo yẹn. Ó ṣe jẹ́ pé fọ́mà IGN lórí kọ́ lọ tọ̀ mí wọnú alágbóńgbà yẹn èyí tó máa dé lọ bókọ̀ ọmọ yẹn mo fọ́nà máa búra. Àfi ní tí bá ṣe nǹkan dọ̀tí tí bá ṣe nǹkan tí ó lòdì sí lẹ́nu gbẹ lọ. Pọ̀ pé ẹ fẹ́ ṣèkà báwo lè ṣe
àwọn lè jẹ lọ.
àfi tó bá ní àṣẹ Ọlọ́run pé ibi tí mo fẹ́ bá lọ nìyẹn má máa kúkú tèmi máa kú natural ni. Jẹ́mi mo ti ń wo 50 lọ́ọ̀kan kí ni àwọn bá kí mo á bá ká. Ẹ̀gẹ́ kan mo sọ. So that's
kò
not
tí ẹ
the reality
sọ́kùn ẹ̀mí wa
about
níbi bí ìlísì ó yé mi.
reality ibẹ̀ nìyẹn o nǹkan kì í sẹ́sẹ̀ rà
Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn.
gbogbo kìíní lọ.
ó kí gan o ó kí gan o bí àṣà ìta máa wí ẹni tí ọmọ tí ò bá níyàwó máa pa kó padà o ó yé mi ṣe rí inú wa ń dùn ni ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo ń sọ yìí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń dùn mọ́ mi nù ni kí dẹ̀ ní nǹkan kejì tí mo tún fẹ́ lò ń bẹ̀ kẹ̀kẹ́ ṣe mọ̀ pé kẹ̀kẹ́ ní táyà méjì nínú táyà méjèèjì ìkànnà de chain mọ́ ṣẹ́ǹgẹ̀t ìkànnà de chain mọ́ ìkejì ò ní chain so ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀ ni wípé kẹ̀kẹ́ tó ní chain ní wá bọ̀ tí kẹ̀kẹ́ tó ní chain bá ti ń rìn òun náà ni ó máa fa eléyìí tí wọn àdé chain mọ́ òun náà ni ó padà gbé rìn tí gbogbo èèyàn bá ti dákẹ́ lórí mátà yìí tí kò bá ṣe pé ìgbésẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ gbé mi ì fẹ́ sọ pé tá a gbé torí tá a bá ti ń bá yín sọ pé kinní wà láìtàlà ìbí ìgbà tá a fẹ́ máa ju ìgúnmọ́yán ni tá a gbé mo gbà pé tá a gbé ni bọ̀ mo gbọ́dọ̀ a gbọ́dọ̀ fún yín ní bàbá a gbọ́dọ̀ fún yín ní fúláwà yín lódìdí ní ìṣàwádà so ìgbésẹ̀ tá a gbé òun torí ibi tó ń já lọ sí ní kálukú náà tún fi padà fẹ́ ganu sí i bó ṣe rí ni mo sọ yẹn o tí wọn bá ti rí nǹkan kan tó jọ mọ́ra wọn kì í wá fẹ́ náà òun ni mò ń try àti sọ àwọn èèyàn ti bú lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wípé bo ló end ẹ̀ sí ẹ̀dẹ̀mọ́ kó jẹ́dá kan ó ní ego kò kí ń fẹ́ kí nǹkan kan ó ta lu òun so ó dẹ̀ máa ń wà kẹ́fù lódodo náà lẹ́kọ̀ọ̀kan so ló jẹ́ kó gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dìde bọ̀ gbogbo tó wulẹ̀ gbé dìde nísìn èmi fi ń dúpẹ́ wípé àwa náà lọ́nà ìfẹ́ lọ́wọ́.
ṣé ń bọ ṣé ẹmọ̀kan tó dùn mí last time yẹn ṣé ń bọ ẹmọ̀kan tó dùn mí bí kéèsì Mohbad ṣe ṣe mú mi láyà gbogbo wa tó hot gan pẹ̀lú bẹ́ni ṣe bó ṣe lẹ́nu ń bẹ̀ tó ṣé ń gẹ̀tì mi pẹ̀lú gbogbo part 1 part 2 part 3 bó ṣe yẹ fífò at the criminal angle of it ordinary single Wunmi ò tiẹ̀ kúrò bí kò tiẹ̀ mú ọ̀kan ṣẹlẹ̀ kò sí yẹn the reason tó dẹ̀ fi rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ojú pé kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe kó èèyàn kan tó gbé nǹkan kan lọ
wọn àgbé wọn àfẹjọ́ authority kankan
oye ẹ wá wo bá dúró yẹn ṣe pọ̀ tó ń gbà yẹn ṣé get me the question tẹ́ bá béèrè at the end of
táṣìírí ti fẹ́ tú
nítorí pé
kí ló tẹ̀yìn rẹ̀ bọ́
wọ́n ṣe pọ̀ sùn nìyẹn àwọn Naira Marley yẹn wọ́n stop gbogbo the criminal proceed he has the power to do it ó mọ ohun tó wà nú ẹ̀ ọlọ́mà yẹ kí ọlọ́mà fi àtijọ́ àti wọ́n síbi tó nira nǹkan tí majority wọn àwọn tẹrù pọ́n dáwó tó support wa tó ṣe láìkè mi wípé nígbà tó wá di ká wá control bọ̀bọ̀ Yomi pé ó yá má lọ jù mọ́ o ẹnu ò bá káyọ̀ mi mọ́ mo wá wọ́n báyìí ṣé mo jọ pé ẹni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ justice fún yín èmi tí mo fi ilé àtọ̀nà mi lẹ̀ pé mo fẹ́ ṣe justice mo fẹ́ ṣe àmúlùmálà the only thing tó impediment ni pé mi ò ní funding available so that is why you see pé gbogbo àwọn tẹni tó ń kẹ́yìn sí mi tó yẹ kó ti support tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ń support pẹ̀lú nùkan tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn tó wà ń di ọ̀rọ̀ yóò bá pé ẹ fi Yomi yẹn lẹ̀ ó dà pé eléyìí ò ṣe bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tó ń finance ẹ̀nìyẹn ká lọ convince tó bá ti wá gbówó fún àwọn àbí tó ti dúnkòkò mọ́ wọn wọ́n wá ní ẹ̀yin ni kẹ́ wá ṣiṣẹ́ lórí Yomi yẹn àwọn yẹn náà máa rò pé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe kí àwọn tó àwọn lè dẹ orí èmi sí mú èmi lẹ́ẹ̀ma ṣẹ́yìn lẹ́ni kébì lọ ṣe débè I'm only working with the public to achieve a result but doesn't mean that you will be dictating the pace torí mi ní ṣe àbòsí public ẹ ti understand mi ò ní sọ pé kí o mo kàn sáré ẹ wà dúró ó ti confess bó ṣe bí mú mi ṣe pa Mohbad mo pariwo fọ́sẹ̀ méjì mo kàn dákẹ́ mo wá ní Yomi ẹni pé ló tẹ̀lé mi èrò bá tẹ̀lé mi náà ẹ jẹ́ ń lo pattern yẹn kò social media anybody lè lo anything kò dìbò náà ṣùgbọ́n mo fi ọlọ́ba búra mi ìfẹ́ mo yẹ orúkọ tó ní nǹkan ẹlòmíì máa tẹ́lẹ̀ sí offline nínú kéèsì gidi criminal cases ẹlòmíì tó bá ṣe ń déwájú IPA ẹ̀yàn kan lásán báyìí ló ti ṣàkóso mẹ́ pé ọ̀gá ẹjọ́ ẹ̀mọ́ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ máa wá lọ́la ó ní padà lọ́jọ́ kejì nígbà tó yẹ pé ó ti ẹ̀kọ́ gbé lọ lásán gan wọ́n ṣe ń dìlẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ní kéèsì ẹ̀ wá rẹ̀ pé àwọn ilé ikọ̀ kéré òjò so gbogbo yẹn àwọn tí yóò mọ̀ kan náà máa compare ẹni tó bá dúró tó ń ṣe pé àràbà ni ẹ tó kí ó lè face àwọn tó yẹ pé kó ayé ní ẹmọ kan táwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn ti face life owó tó ti gbà yẹn owó kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ kò sí justice kò sí nìyẹn kò sí alẹ́ tó máa bá wọn pò AIG ń gbó sùsùn ó sọ fún mi ó ń deny nǹkan tó pàṣẹ tó ẹ bọ̀ bóyá ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́ ìtọ́ ní kọ́ pé wọlé yẹn kú ni gbogbo àwọn tẹni tó ń wọlé tó lọ rẹ̀ wọ́n síbi kan tó ti wọlé ibi táwọn púpọ̀ ìyá ìkàdé wọ́n lè fẹ́ nǹkan sínú sẹ́ẹ̀lì tó wà gbogbo yín tẹ́wàá nu sẹ́ẹ̀lì máa sùn lọ wọ́n á gún ẹ̀ ní abẹ́rẹ́ tó pé lẹ́yìn ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta ló máa lọ kú dànù o ò dẹ̀ nímọ̀ o ò lè point anybody bẹ́ẹ̀ yín lẹ́kùn nìkan kò sẹ́ni tó máa náwó sí pé ìwọ ló gún mi sẹ́ ìwọ ilé gún mi ní poison
òkú máa bá láyé
tí Brian tó fi sọ pé òun ò fi lọ sí tó bá lọ mọ̀ pé kọ́ lè ṣẹlẹ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
ó ti wò pé ó possible kí n kọ́ lọ
èkó
ṣe
bá wò kóyà kò ní kó bá.
kò yẹ no nǹkan lè má ṣe but ó ń wò pé mọ̀jàmọ̀sá ni kò dẹ̀ fi ṣan sí jù mọ́ torí pé
àná bó ṣe gbọdọ̀ wù ṣe nìyẹn.
ẹ wo orú kéèsì
akíkanjú tó mọ̀jà.
tí ó mọ̀ sá ẹ wo orú kéèsì tọ́pọ̀ ìṣọba yìí
wọ́n lákì.
they wanted to bury her níjọ́ Thursday we wrote mo kọ sọ̀rọ̀ mo sì lórí kiri mi ẹ wo iye media houses tó gbé lọ ṣọlọ́pàá ò dáhùn ni bẹ́ẹ̀ mo pariwo lórí social media ni ṣáwọn family no understand pé they need to stop when they were sending people to tell me ẹ sọ fún Yomi wọ́n gbá àwọn wèrè kan àwọn pàǹtí kan pé kọ́ máa pariwo orúkọ mi mo ní jọ́ ìpàdé wèrè àtàsí mi ṣé torí ẹni pé mo jókòó sórí TikTok bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lè ṣe pé mo ṣe wọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ tó ni wọ́n ṣe mi ń jà lórí nǹkan tó wà Jermaine I'm doing the right thing offline you are telling me lórí social media wèrè tẹ́ ṣe ẹni Yomi ṣe kiri kan mo pé àrífín pọ̀ gan-an tájà bá ń gbọ́ ẹni tó bá súnmọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o tó bá rí bóyá rí ẹni fún mi bóyá mo ní gbèrágà ibi level tí mo bá life day mo ní gbọ́dọ̀ fi class down kan tó ń ṣe mo lè kọ́ tara mi but mo ń respect irú èèyàn bíi ti ibà mi lè máa serve everybody now iṣẹ́ public mo ń ṣe at the end of the day ṣé wọ́n padà sínsìn ṣé mo ní láti pariwo lórí social media the highest authority in policing in Lagos State listen to me. Education for every young person here, you need to understand the power of pursuing your case offline and then use social media to draw the right attention so that they will not sweep it under the carpet. But enable for them not to support. If you bring up the case up, use social media and then you're not pursuing it with the right institution. That's talking and no action. And that is the education I'm preaching. For anybody who wants to become a job, only my show, can I sort of gossip, can I bouillon, can I call you out? Yeah, show bo me, show me, you want to pay one person, you get a bunny.
A guys are
a bunny, a caletania.
Oh, my balloons are astro balloons, sir.
How are you doing?
Fine, sir. Mo rí ogun conversation látàárọ̀ bóyá mo ti mọ̀ yín ti pẹ́ kò ń ṣe lélìí but mo appreciate gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹ ti ń ṣe bọ̀ but ẹ mọ̀ tẹ bá mọ Tóyìn Astrop ẹjọ́ máa ń ṣe fíìmù ó wà ní Amẹ́ríkà.
Tóyìn ó wà ní Amẹ́ríkà.
Yes àǹtí mi ni I understand but Lagos Island lèmi wà ní Ọbalẹ́ndé but mo mọ òótọ́ mo dẹ̀ mọ root of bí o kọjá yàrá mi but gbogbo táìmù ni Mohbad ń gbà yẹn mo rí ẹmọ téèyàn bá pariwo sókè jù téèyàn ní pé òun sòótọ́ everybody ló máa ń lọ́ọ̀kì mọ́nú cell èmi dẹ̀ mo right mi mo dẹ̀ ń kọjá yàrá mi máa ń ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ mo dẹ̀ bọ̀ wọ́n bá fi dídá mi mo jẹ́ nǹkan dání pé tí bá bínú bíi pé kí òkè di
ilẹ̀ ni
bíi kí ọ̀run jábọ́lẹ̀ ni but mo control mo dẹ̀ máa ń follow word yín every time máa wo video yín mo dẹ̀ máa fi caution ara mi pé let me be the way this bro doing mo dẹ̀ àdúrà kan bí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fún ìgbà ẹni á kù ẹni bá ń lépa yín á jọ̀ sí kòtò ni.
Àmín.
Yomi ẹni bá ń lépa yín á jọ̀ sí kòtò ni. Mo farabalẹ̀ gbọ́ gbogbo conversation bí Alhaji ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ àtẹ̀yìn méjèèjì yín sọ mo ń enjoy ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ really appreciate ẹ̀ gan. Ó ti yẹ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kò dẹ̀ ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. Ṣé rí tí bá wà ní pátì tí bá rí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó máa wò àti lè fọwọ́ bà mí lára kì í pé màmá wo bí a fi oògùn nà mí lára ni because mo rí gbogbo everything tí a lè máa sọ lórí online yìí jù ẹ kàn jẹ́ kí èmi kọ́ra wà ẹ̀gbọ́n èmi wà pẹ̀lú 100 wọ́n á láìṣẹ́ rí tó bá ní pé èèyàn ń jà fún lóòótọ́ you are number one. Sunday Igboho náà kọ eré ẹ̀kọ́ làwọn náà jẹ lẹ́nìí ẹ má wọrí Ọlọ́run á sọ ẹ̀san rere fún yín ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́jágun láyọ̀ mi ò ní wáyé tì the only prayer àti mi kàn lè ṣe ni pé ẹ continue kọ́lọ́dé máa bá mi ṣọ́ inú wo ìtẹ́ bá ń lọ but ẹ má ibù tó bá fún yín lọ́tí mu gan ẹ má mú ibù tó bá fún yín lómi ni ẹ má mú bẹ̀ ẹ lọ mú mi ń ta ẹ má gba anything lọ́wọ́ anybody Ọlọ́run adé máa ṣèdáàbòbò lórí lágbára Ọlọ́run ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ kò ní
Thank
báyìí
you so
ẹ kú
much.
dára astrop lórúkọ tèmi sà.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Mo stop. I
mo
don't want
fẹ́ pé ẹ jẹ́ kí á hide
àti
voice
ìrà
mi
tó
sà.
bílí àbí? Àti ìrà physically.
àti ìrà anytime ẹ bá ṣe wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bọ̀dá ayọ̀ mi even the star mi gan wà ní báyìí ẹ wo even ó gbà everybody gan
Ó wà lájà.
emily yaisu
ẹ wo mi ò lè bá
ṣẹ́ẹ́dì
àwọn kan sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́.
Ta ni
ẹ̀gbọ́n
ẹ?
mi
Ṣé tó yìí ni ẹ?
ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀ mo ti ní pé kọ́ kí fídíò táwọn ń wò ó ti ká wọn lára ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀
Sọ fún pé Yomi
ẹ fi wọ́n
Fabiyi
lẹ̀
ló ní
wọ́n
kò
wo
gbé fòfò.
pàṣẹ lọ́wọ́
Sọ fún
dáadáa
pé mo
ẹ
ní
bá
Yomi
ṣe àdúrà
Fabiyi.
bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí tó ń ṣe fíìmù ẹ̀dùn ọbẹ̀ ṣe àdúrà fún yín sà.
àdúrà yín àgbà ọ inú yín á dùn
Àmísà.
yóò bíjọ fún yín àyàbáyọ fún yín ẹrí jẹ báyìí ẹrí mú báyìí gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ àwọn tó láyé wọn a máa fún yín ṣe wọn a máa fún yín ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀dákẹ́dà tá a bí inú obìnrin tó bá rò tí yín níbi wọn ní gbígbìn bá ṣe ó máa ń fa ìyẹ̀kọ ní bí jàpá bá ṣe ó máa ń fa ìyẹ̀kọ ní wọn ní máa gbẹ báyìí làgbàlejò máa ń ẹ máa gbẹ̀yìn ọ̀tá yín ẹ máa lékè òdì báyìí àríbí àṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ torí wọn ní tó báyìí nítorí òtúfù báyìí nítorí gbọ̀nà ọ̀rọ̀ tárúgbó bá sọ ó máa ń dégun ó máa ń da ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbogbo rẹ̀ kan rèjì tó ń sún fún yín gbogbo ẹni tó bá gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lálẹ́ tó ń sún fún yín àríbí àṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ o tó
Àmì bàbá.
ó dà ẹ sà
Ẹ ṣe gan sà.
Àyàn àgbà.
Kábíyèsí ẹ ṣe gan sà.
ẹ sà.
first time ìjọba bí tí wọ́n ní o àwọn ń ṣe
Onítọ́yìn
fíìmù
wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn.
sá.
Onítọ́yìn ló wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tó fẹ́ gbé fòfò lẹ̀.
irọ́ ló sista no àǹtí tó yóò sí ara ní amẹ́ríkà làwọn wà báyìí gbọ̀ngbà
Tóyìn
tí
ni mo
wọ́n
sọ
kú
fún wa bẹ́ẹ̀.
àjọba níléṣà ìgbà tó ń kú àjọba níléṣà Clement astrop tọ́jọba àǹtí wálé ẹmọ àǹtí ò ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Tóyìn mo ti fẹ́ pè lórí fóònù ń bì ní pé wọ́n ní kó bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ lórí kò tẹ́ ṣe lọ́wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
ẹ pè wọ́n ẹ béèrè pé àbúrò ẹ̀ wo ló wà ní Lagos Island.
ní ìdáùtì ẹ̀ mo rò bóun lọ sọ pé wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mo fẹ́ sọ pé Tóyìn.
àǹtí ò sí ara ọ̀dọ̀ mọ́mí ìtàwájọ́ wà jẹ́ pé tí bá kó nílé mi ọ jẹ́ good mother to me.
ṣọ́pọ̀ kan tí mo yẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
mo kàn ní kọ́ kí.
ṣọ́pọ̀ kan tí mo yẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. nígbà tí mo lọ New York láti Tóyìn ló fi mọ́tò gbòmí kiri tó bá mi sáré káàkiri tó dẹ̀ yọkọ́ wọn tó da sí mi gan ó yẹ.
Astro family ajaye jù ajaye jù.
gbà tí ó ṣe pé bóyá àwọn àjẹ́ ti fẹ̀dí sí Tóyìn. a ní òfin anybody sọ̀rọ̀.
àǹtí mi gíran gan àwọn ni mo jọ tó bá ń pọ́ wá lọ́kùnrin ni kò bá dáa bó obìnrin tó wà yẹn ó ti gíran jù.
ọmọ tó dáa ni gidi ọmọ tó dáa gidi ni.
àwọn àti pa fún ẹlẹ mo kàn máa ń wo àwọn àti pa fún ẹlẹ báyìí pé ẹ máa wọn kó pa fún ẹlẹ nígbà táwọn kékeré máa wò ẹ jà kú tọ́jú àǹtí mi ẹ jà kú tọ́jú àǹtí mi ẹ bá pè wọ́n sì pé àbúrò ẹ wò àìtí fojú kanra online láti máa àìtí fojú kanra gbogbo mo lè lọ sásàbà tí mo lè 10 years ní Delta State tí Starcom gbé mi lọ àǹtí mi máa ń pè bọ́ àfojú kanra á pọ̀
ríra rí
á pọ̀ ríra rí gbogbo báyìí lọ sí ilé ọ ti pè mí èmi ní pé kò sí wàhálà pé ẹwọ ẹfà àti lẹjàre ìjọ tó máa mí bóyá tó bá dẹ̀ yẹn pé bọ̀ Libya ni ìlú tí mi ò lè lọ láyé mi òun ní South Africa àti Libya Kenya mo lè lọ Libya àti ẹbí ò lè kí ló fẹ́ wá lò yẹn èmi kò máa ẹ ò tí bá wá sí Amẹ́ríkà kò máa kọ̀ sí káàkiri padà.
pé wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́.
èmù tí sísítà bá gbé kọ̀ máa rán wọn létí ẹ jẹ́ kó gbé máa rán wọn létí ẹ kàn ní àbúrò ẹ̀ wo ló wà ní Lagos Island tó wà ní Delta State tó máa ń pè ẹ́.
kò sí wàhálà tó bá pè mí I will ask you to send your request back ó lè fẹ́ pè padà.
ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kò ní bàjẹ́
ọmọ tó dáa ó tọ́jú mi ní New York
ẹ̀gbọ́n mi
dáadáa.
kò ní bàjẹ́ ẹ wo ìdílé ta ti jáde ìdílé dáadáa ni and I'm happy to see you online I understand but inú mi dẹ̀ dùn gan inú mi dùn gan yẹrí ń jọ tẹ́bájà ti wá sílé tẹ́bá wá sí Lagos Island bó jẹ́ Òkúnúgà.
ìṣòro àpàṣẹ òsùn ni. pẹ̀lẹ́ díẹ̀ how are you do kó jẹ́ mẹ́ta.
àti di bá fàájì lọ.
mo wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan lórí line bìnrin ó yẹ gbà wá lórúkọ Astrop Ẹkúndayọ̀ Astrop. so ó wá sọ pé yẹn wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ òun buhari bóyá sọ pé wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ òun pé kó gbé fóònù fún ẹni ẹ wá lóun fẹ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ mo ní kò lè jẹ́ Tóyìn mi ló sọ pé òun fẹ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ó yẹ ó ṣe àṣọ pé ẹ sí papọ̀ ṣé wàá pa.
Mo wà okay sir, okay.
ẹ̀wọ̀n náà ń gbóhùn ẹ̀ ń kí ẹ báyìí ẹkúnlẹ̀ náà ń gbóhùn ẹ̀ ń kí.
Èyí ká lẹ́sà.
Sista ẹ rántí àbúrò yín lásàbà Ẹkúndayọ̀ Astrop.
ok wọ́n tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ lọ ṣe family meeting yín ní orí fóònù ó dàbọ̀ Tóyìn màá pè ẹ́ níta ọgbọ́n jẹ́.
Okay sir.
ọ̀rọ̀ jẹ́ mo ti mí sẹ́yìn ṣe lọ.
Sista ó dàrú mọ́. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kò ní bàjẹ́ sá.
ìgbésẹ̀ kí àwọn agbọ́ra wa yé nìyẹn kémi máa béèrè dáadáa kí ti mọ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ sí kù báwọn àjẹ́ ṣe ń ṣèkà fún yàn nìyẹn o ọ̀ nímọ̀ pé ni ò mọ̀ pa ẹ̀ wá ti kéèyàn ti yí ọ̀rọ̀ pé you have to take time to balance your story your stuff and know you understand what I'm saying kémi máa mọ̀ sí ìyá ẹ̀ pé ọ̀ tó yìí yẹn kó dẹ̀ pé yóò ní kankan tó yẹ kí n ṣe fún lọ́la àbó ní kankan lọ bàjẹ́ mo ṣe ra mi ni kí wọn máa rò kúrò sílùú ẹni tí kò mọ̀ pa ẹ̀ kò ń ṣòwò ló wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ tó sọ pé òun bá yàn sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni obìnrin ẹgbẹ́ òun orúkọ ẹni tó ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ó ti yẹ kó sọ ọmọ láìkẹ́ tó wá ṣe àdúrà lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn ẹni ò ti rán lédì yẹn àwọn àdúrà yẹn wá dàbẹ̀ pẹ́ni tó wà lọ́wọ́ ló ń bá yìí.
bàbá dáadáa ni o ẹ wo ibùgbé ní máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kan tí wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi gan mo fẹ́ lè fi kẹ̀mẹ́ kọ́ ojú dáadáa kẹ́mẹ́lì ọmọ ajé fíìmù ẹgbà ẹdún kí wọn dáadáa.
ọtí mi fẹ́ lé lẹ́nílẹ̀ bàbá ẹ bá wọlé ẹ bá jẹ ìwà ẹ bá ṣe wàhálà.
ọtí rojú yín.
all right sir ẹ ṣe gan sir. all right my brother thank you so much for coming through.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n anytime ẹ bá ṣàti wà Nàìjíríà ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ even tó bá yẹ pé ẹ send the number yín sí mi mo which láti pè yín fún ara mi but engineer lèmi phone engineer lèmi.
send me DM.
màá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sà.
all right
ẹ ṣe kan sà. mo fẹ́ kí ẹ̀gbọ́n tó wà online náà tún kéyìn náà because I'm happy to see you bro. ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi voice mi sí high voice. all right take care sir.
all right but respect thank you. Thank you so much, Astrop. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost more than half of August. In the next 2 weeks, we'll be in the month of September, where we're expecting the month of Mandamus. It's the same month. See, Mubad. Same month, you know. All about the fascisi. I know certainly I'm optimistic that on the 29th of September 2026, the Federal High Court is expected to deliver judgments. The court of the Justice Omotosho will be delivering the judgments as to the proper investigation into the Mohbad's murder case. And when they say re-investigation, it means that the investigation for Shele Kotele, Toti Bobo is nullified. They should do a proper investigation based on the new leads and evidence. Don't forget, previously, there was nothing like 30 seconds video, the shots, the concealment of evidence. Now, so the reinvestigation is to solidify the stance of the judiciary that go and reinvestigate, but I can tell you for free, Ọlọ́pàá ti reinvestigate tẹ́lẹ̀ based on the directive of the presidency. They've arrested Omomi Cynthia Adebanjo, they've arrested Sodiq Ayobami, they've arrested Damola Ainde Abibidu, who chose to be a false person. Ìyẹn ti jẹ ìyà dáadáa. Ó ti jẹ oríṣiríṣi ìyà. Àwa iná la dúró ti ìjọba lọ́nà àtọlọ́pàá láti ọ̀gọ̀m̀bọ̀ lọ́ ti ń tì mọ́lé bọ̀. Wọ́n ti mọ́lé ní ọ̀gọ̀m̀bọ̀. Mo takú sẹ́pẹ́ lórí 3 seconds video àti kìíní mi ò gbà. Ó dé ọ̀dọ̀ ọ́fíìsì commissioner of police wọ́n ti mọ́lé níbẹ̀. From commissioner of police office ó lò bí 3 days níbẹ̀. Ó di court, from court ó di Kirikiri, from Kirikiri pé àníṣe we are not accepting ó di zone 2 ó ti mọ́lé zone 2 ó lò bí láti àní àgbàṣẹ́ ìgbà tí wọ́n ní pé bá ṣe ń gé wọn lọ́wọ́ ló ń bòrùka bá ṣe ń kọ́ lọ́n parẹ́ no sẹ́ ìwọ àtàdúrà yìí òótọ́ yẹn máa mú lẹ́sẹ̀. He went to Abuja. I escorted him to Abuja. He spent more than 16 days in police detention, in readiness for Wunmi to come so that they can charge all of them to court. The police did not hold Damola for that long. They did not hold spending for more than 7 days for my. Any láti month spending going more if I saw you. Oh my tó wà ní statement ẹmọ tó wà lẹ́nu. So at the end of the day, òun náà ọmọ ẹlẹ́bọ̀tọ̀ tó òun náà kọ́lẹ̀. Now to charge the case to court, they said we have to arrest Adura, we have to arrest the remaining suspect. I said no problem. Then they started to chase my life because they know that the moment they lay their hand on Adura, they can take the case to court and go and arrest the rest. So for Adura not to be arrested, so that the file will be complete for prosecution, they said they should go after my life. And they lay an ambush that me I should come to Alagbon. And I didn't go. Spirit Mubadini Egbon face London. Continue to draw your asanas from there. So Mohbad's case is any new evidence now is to just go and give them at the first headquarters. Then we make more noise. Come on, come on, gbé ariwo yẹn lọ tó bá ti down tí ò sí kankan ó máa wíkì ní gbogbo tó ti fẹ́ ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀. The ariwo will be better for anybody of that status to pursue the case offline too. Ìyẹn gan ni justice. And nobody should ask me to keep quiet demanding for that. Because tell me go back 3 seconds sọ́wọ́ tí mo gbé video 3 seconds sọ́wọ́ tí mi ò competition. The same people here will tell me, hey, they might on social media and they go, report for Lopa. But the same disgusting people will tell you, why are you asking that this person should do the same thing? King Kogbeso, King Shebodama, Louis online, King Paru, Kole, effective. I'm telling you what is going to be effective, and nobody should ask me not to speak. Because if not, in one come along on to the club, one if you should make Paru, I can walk Pano, and call him a she with Ebel. Emi call him a shepherd. So it's important for everybody to know. And that is why at the end of the day, the Damola was detained. Ongo locals of one detained unlawfully. Spending the waters of one detained unlawfully. And then Wunmi was also arrested. And detained. How about sorry, we can't call Elise on bail while they are waiting to arrest the remaining suspect. Emi eno let if no bagge. Emi eno ni lo mbo ti fẹ́ arrest àwọn márùn tó kù. So that is why I have to go to court. Especially when the same Baba Mohbad working with them to say they should say want to transfer a case back as when Amy. When the lawyer went, I said thank you. That is all that is needed. So presidency Pache do the case in Abuja. IG to help with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That was what he did. To help with the National Security Advisor. To help with the Secretary of the Federal Government. But in spite, Katu Yoken Wako, Kashin Shelons wanted to put our need complainant at the law court. Ìjọba máa ní sùúrù fún wa ni. New IG ló tún wá wà bẹ́ẹ̀ any sùúrù ẹ jẹ́ ká gba judgments. So any evidence anybody bá ní, the sensation on social media is good, but it's going to be potent. Report to the police immediately. Don't keep evidence and stay on social media and make noise. Report and escalate it and work on it. If not, they will use you to disrupt in town to change. You can't deceive anybody. I will tell me on social media. Or call anybody to your call Lara. Ati Joba, Ati Wunmi, Ati Wawatopa, one more. And one very bon. They've spent okay, you want what is not close to more than 400 million. But we want it. Tough bribe long. So no, there is no basis for comparison. I can never make the basis for comparison. The basis for comparison. The best is synergy. White justice to talk. I am open to work with anybody. I work with anybody. To ba ba ma ba ego. Because the justice went to kuni, se mi mo kuni. Ki wa ni te láti sọ pé it must be true me, it must be true me. If I don't mo ku, become more in pain now. But I must be my brother's keeper, and I must support whoever is genuinely doing it. But pé mi ni mo tí wọ́n wá fẹ́ dá nǹkan rú. Baba yo gbegbe say your company and they have access to this person. Until they go ṣé mi mo tí mo ń jà fún. ẹ má fẹ́ mi ní gbogbo àwọn ṣàgbẹ̀lójú yòyò kí ní tẹ̀ ṣe lórí social media ó pọ̀ ju gbogbo yẹn lọ. Don't do that if you are there here and looking for income ṣe fún kíni ṣé pé òun ló máa ṣe jẹ́ kí n lọ ní NGO tí mo fẹ́ dé àbó òun ló ṣe máa jẹ́ kí n wà registered àbó òun ló ṣe máa jẹ́ kí n gba human rights ambassador àbó òun ló máa jẹ́ kí n di popular actor mo níṣẹ́ mi lọ́wọ́ náà ẹ lọ ka gbogbo àwọn activists àjọṣe activism bẹ́ẹ̀ kà wá tajọ níṣẹ́ gidi lọ́wọ́ mo níṣẹ́ gidi mi lọ́wọ́ so iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ mi kẹrẹ̀ rẹ kò lè tàn mí jẹ. I'm only putting my life on the line to fight for what is right. So I only need people that appreciate us. So always, know about the efficacy of every steps we take. And it's quite important that we understand. So I mean bold to say it anywhere. Me, as we speak, not in Lagos State, Tofik Beke suspended at but currently, before the first headquarters in Abuja, she's a murder suspect in Mohbad's case. Adura is a murder suspect. Boluwatife Adeyemo, Darosha is a murder suspect. He is probably on the run. And they must find all of them and bring them back. So any evidence, escalate it to the police, Inspector General of Police, anybody new. Please, I'm begging you to show the seriousness. Stand and fight today. But if you don't do that, and I'm not going to keep quiet. And that's what I'm going to say. If you have any evidence, and I don't see you with your status, you're not escalating it to the police, the right authority, only just on social media, I know what that is to that, and I will not keep quiet. Non-entities can give, whatever importance or whatever it is to it. I know. I know. Anybody who is looking for justice for Mohbad, I may call my injustice. It may call my investigate. So anything I have, whether online or offline, it must involve and inform the right authority. To any influence, to learn, you pursue it offline and still make sure it bring result out. You do it. And that's quite important. So Jamin. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for coming through, for listening. We'll continue to see the best we can. And don't forget, on the 29th of September, we're expecting the order of mandamus, hopefully by the special grace of God. Without preempting the courts, we are optimistic that the judgments and the ruling to return the case back will come to fore. And in the interim, let me just take us up to speed. We went on the physical assist then support movement and everybody is important to this struggle. Everybody is important. So all I did to go I don't know what she and
And in the search for justice, a federal high court in Abuja will give a verdict at the end of September on calls to reopen the investigation into the cause of death of singer Ilerioluwa Aloba, also known as Mohbad. Justice James Omotosho fixed the date after hearing submissions filed by the Break the Silence Foundation. In the lawsuit, the Inspector General of Police, the Nigeria Police Force, and the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State, are listed as respondents. None were present in court.
This is a mandamus proceeding, and our case is against the Nigerian police.
Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja has fixed September 29, 2026 for judgments in a suit seeking to compel the Inspector General of Police and other police authorities to reopen investigations into the death of singer Ilerioluwa Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad. The suit filed by Break the Silence Foundation argues that key aspects of the earlier investigation were not adequately explored. The court dismissed an application by an interested party seeking to join the case, while the foundation insists a fresh probe is necessary to ensure transparency, accountability, and justice nearly 3 years after the singer's death.
In other news, Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court Abuja has now fixed September 29, 2026 for judgment in a fresh suit seeking to compel the Inspector General of Police to reopen investigations into the death of Nigeria's singer Ilerioluwa Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad. Justice Omotosho fixed the date after hearing argument in the matter filed by Break the Silence Foundation as the plaintiff. The controversial death of the 27-year-old musician sparked public outrage, with most of his fans alleging foul play. The perceived failure of security agencies to properly investigate the circumstances surrounding his death has led to the hashtag Justice for Mohbad protest within and outside the country.
So that's...
Let's go to August.
You can see that's a bulletin from, Channels Television, Arise TV, TVC News, and of course...
The legal proceedings surrounding the death of late singer Ilerioluwa Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, continued in court today as the matter came up for hearing following last week's adjournment. Speaking with journalists after the proceedings, a representative of the applicant's legal team disclosed that they had been served with an application for joinder. However, the lawyer argued that the application was merely an attempt to delay the speedy hearing and determination of the case. According to the lawyer, the applicant seeking to be joined failed to disclose any legal interest in the matter, insisting that any party seeking joinder must clearly establish their interest before the court.
If you are coming in as an applicant, you must demonstrate before the court that one, you have interests.
This matter requires public cooperation, public support. If you stand aloof, when it is your turn, you have no one. That's our philosophy, and we believe convincingly that this matter will continue and we will see it to the end. Even if every other person, we know how many organizations started with us when the agitation was rife in 2023. Now, 2026, it is just Break the Silence Foundation alone. And we are not going to back down. We are going to remain here until justice is served, until we see the end of this matter. Yeah, we understood the police did what they think was best at the beginning of this matter. But we don't believe that is enough, because there are new leads that we have presented to the police. But they just felt, no, it is unnecessary. That's why we have to approach the court to say, no, this new lead must also be investigated. If police will do what is right for us, then this is what we are asking. And we are not asking for too much. Thank you. There are so many clues.
So that's the update for us, and trust me, we all need to come together to ensure that we do the right thing so that justice can be served in this matter, and we should be able to, put it and let the right thing to be done. Involved in no case, none of them is bigger than the law. They're not bigger than the Constitution, but there are some terrible individuals that are looking for ways to patch and to scratch on the surface the cause of justice that we are seeking. And at the end of the day, it will still be that was why the boys pending. The moment your normally Samilari will go a crew, to your bone Nicola File, oh King Gidi, to come me and kill and baby Kilo Shelle, Emily Cola, Ejema Yoba, to recruit Tony Corona to Paris, not to Paris Corona or Yafu Quesimo. At the end of the day, oh, look out to make on Lobby Island, and no Wilson or she kiss him. Because Emily Fury of Agbo, possible. But now, she go Dabuja, because the real truth is in the real matter. But boy, I can couple on the court. Case it Koja Gubita Why. Carry work, we are waiting. The case is Wumi is on bail on murder case. Arrest the remaining 5 suspects. That is the judgment that immediately we get the judgment. That is the pressure we need to put on the police to put not that because it's very people that almost destroyed and the people that want to now start pressing case a lot party they just want to mess up things on social media, and that's the bone of contention, and that's what we have to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I want to say thank you all for coming through, and hopefully we continue to work together to achieve that justice that we so desire. Ayé ni bàṣẹ wa jẹ́ o. Àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ gbẹ́lẹ́ bọ́tọ̀ lé wa lọ́wọ́. Mohbad gbọ́dọ̀ rí justice o. Wọ́n ayọ̀ àwọn kan kúrò. Ìgbà tẹ́ni kọ́ lọ máa pààyàn tẹ́ni ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́ tẹ́ni ṣe ń gbà ẹ̀ máa pààyàn ẹ̀ máa. Ṣé Nigerian public wa jẹ́ dustbin ground fáwọn criminals? Ẹ máa rò pé irú omi yẹn ló lágbára tó yẹn tó máa nádúró owó burúkú yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ọba lẹ́yìn anyway ọ̀rọ̀ àsìkò ọ̀rọ̀ títò wọ́n ṣàfihàn wọn kó bá bọ̀ ní bàbá kọ̀sẹ̀lẹ́lẹ́ tó ti build orúkọ ẹ̀ tó ní legacy orúkọ ẹ̀ sí inú kọ̀ǹdọ̀tì yẹn. So thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate you all and thank you all for the gift. Let me see if I can. If I share your all right, thank you so much. Yes, that is not our first victim. Wonderful. Allah akuyo. But the conspiracy, what's the point? Other than no way, go back. Show me the down. That's why I asked expediently. When is Samila recruit Nigeria? And so many German stuff. So I really reason motion keep a very concrete steps. I was to put you by long last time because no Sikiru, no Shakiru. I don't know why people don't learn from the past. They just come here and look for engagement and dirty competition. Competition for the time. Long kẹ́yìn kọ́ ló máa fi àtijọ́ àti oyè ọ̀sẹ̀ tó nira. Gbogbo táwa dé ń ṣe nílé ayé yìí jẹ́ ká máa gbàdúrà pé kọ́ ló máa fowó kẹ́yìn lọ́rọ̀ wa. Gbogbo àbá tó bá ní tó bá sówó ń díẹ̀. Akọ́mọdà ìpolú ẹ̀kọ́ ń ṣe lásán. But God in His infinite mercy á sìn wá débi tá à ń lọ. Ní kú sọ́nà bí èéfín. Ní fọmọdì. Gbogbo àdúrà tá a dẹ̀ ń ṣe pẹ̀lú máa lọ lé àṣẹ. Gbogbo àwọn tó lọ́wọ́ ń kú Mohbad ọwọ́ máa bá gbogbo wọn. Anyway is the way anyway. Àwòdì ní dákẹ́ àdúrà. Ní Èkìtì wọ́n bọ Ògún wọ́n bọ Èṣù. Wọ́n bọ àwọn nǹkan tó make sense. Ní Ìkòròdú wọ́n ṣe. Ní Ọ̀yọ́ state wọ́n ṣe. Ní Ondo state wọ́n ṣe. So ní Ògùn state wọ́n ṣe. Èkìtì wọ́n ṣe. So ìtókù wọ́n bá ṣe ànígbé síta but we will not àní dákẹ́ Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ fún wa ṣe kanlẹ̀. But let's keep our fingers crossed and let's speak in one voice. That they should complete the investigation and reinvestigate and complete the investigation táwọn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. It's still part of the investigation if they are going to be completing it. Ibi tọ́rọ̀ dé dúró nìyẹn. So whatever anybody has now is just in addition but ọlọ́pàá ti ní enough to substantiate that. Àwọn níbi náà lọ water it down. Ló fi dàyẹ pé gbogbo làágùn àti wàhálà tá a ṣe òfin náà and the same people are still the ones. It's not complete. Don't look at me. Ẹlẹ́dàá ọmọ ẹ ló ń jà. Wọ́n ṣe mi lẹ́wọ̀n àwò. I don't like the Yomi. I don't like. Àwọn òtàlẹ́ wa like it. I like it. Ẹ wo. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òtà ọgbọ̀lá kọ́lọ́pàá kọ́ máa kó ìyá Mohbad ti sọ ìbẹ́ni tó tẹ̀gẹ̀ lọ́mọ lórí nìyẹn. Ó ti ní kọ́lọ́pàá kó everybody. Wọ́n máa kó everybody náà gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ng. Wọ́n ti ń kó wọn lọ náà. Ṣé gbàtà bá ti gé àtàní kọ́ kó bàbá Mohbad ṣe rò bá eré mi ṣe ni. Kò yẹ yín. Àtàní kọ́ kó bàbá yẹn mo mọ orí ìtọ́ṣe ní kọ́ kó nà. Gbogbo ètò yìí ṣe yẹn ó sì ń káwọ́ àkàsẹ́yìn ni kò tí ready. Tó mọ nǹkan tó mọ tó lè gbé fún ẹni yẹn. Àwọn tó wá sọ fún tó involve àdúrà ṣe ẹ fẹ́ máa lo kinní kan máa pariwo lórí ọ̀rọ̀ property lórí omi nìkan ìyẹn ni kí máa dà èmi fẹ́ bá yín pinnu ogún Mohbad. All right, thank you so much guys, I appreciate you. Bless you all. Bye.